Oh, what up? Jesus Christ. Jesus. What is that sound? Stop it. Why is my camera so far to the left? There we go. What is going on, my good people? What is going on? I didn't get a nap today. I did not get a nap today. Well, I kind of did. I'm lying. I got like a 30-minute nap. My wife can't woke me up. But it's all good. It's whatever. We are home now, which is fun, which is happy to be home. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a homebody. That was too long. That was too long, my good people. Wow. What up, Mayo? How are you doing? You got Butterfly Jones in the building. Man, I don't know what's going on. We are well, this is another TPO Sunday, another late edition. What's going to happen is we're going to go right into the movies tonight. Oh, because I moved forward. Jesus Christ. Hold on, let me back. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. It ain't focused on you. You just got a big head, Nick. You just got a big head, Nick. There we go. There we go. Anywho, how are we doing today? Uh, I didn't get a chance to watch any of these videos. I just know that they're on the. All I know is I got a lot of Judge Bryant. Hopefully, OG gets here and can tell us what he thinks of it. Oh damn, OG called me today. Oh, I didn't see his phone. I missed his phone call. That must have been I was asleep with my phone in my hand. It was like this. Yeah. I was supposed to be getting in the shower and I fell asleep. You know that shit happens. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, you know what? Let's get right into it so we don't miss our deadline to get on these movies tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with. I don't even know what none of these are. Yeah, let's go with this one because this judge talks really slow. So we're gonna we're gonna have to run through this hoe really quick. And let's get started. Let's get it started, people. Oh, wrong way. All right. Bring her down. Bring her down. Let's go.
Hold on. I think I'm still in charge of this courtroom.
Obviously, and you obviously like it too.
We are here on 2023 CR 157 24 CR 56,
Hmm.
24 CR 57, and 24 CR 96. Each of the four captioned state of Kansas versus Antonio Manuel Perez Beal. Please announce appearances.
May it please the court, Mary Ann Shirley, Special Prosecutor, on behalf of Ms. Gillette, today only.
Okay.
William McClendon for the defendant, Anthony Beal, who appears via Zoom from a separate location.
Any announcements at this time, Mr. McClendon?
Your Honor, I'd like to set these for a prelim. One of those cases is a misdemeanor only, and we were just kind of tagging it along because of there's so many of them. But I think either one long prelim or 3 separate prelims, but I don't want them to be ran together because they're kind of factually different. Each case is.
Some of them have different victims alleged, yes. But now, Mr. Beal, didn't you have, I was thinking we had something else with you on my calendar coming up, or that we'd just.
That's a different issue. It's a divorce between him and his wife, which is being.
Well, damn.
Well, they're not.
If you don't remember this guy's kind of a sovereign citizen. Well, kind of a sovereign, not really, but he says he didn't say he was, but he was trying to do his own pro se shit, claiming some of the same claims as these sovereigns claim. But, you know, he's obviously not a sovereign because simple fact is he has an attorney. Uh-oh.
Not getting divorced anymore, but that's another issue for another later on.
That's not where I was seeing it that I recall. Missy, did you remember any other criminal cases?
No, Judge, just these that are on the docket today.
Okay, well, that's more than enough.
Now, the felony in the first case, 23 CR 157, is allegedly aggravated assault on his, I believe it's his father-in-law.
Okay.
The witnesses are the same in that for the most part, and 24.
He's out here beating his father-in-law's ass. Yo, I wonder, man, to be his wife and watch your father get his ass beat to your husband. Ooh, how would you feel about that? That's crazy. Watching your daddy get his ass beat by your husband. I wonder how Thanksgiving is handled. No, sir. White woman, what would you feel if I whooped your daddy's ass?
That would be kind of impossible, but
I'm not saying right now. I'm talking about beforehand. Turn your mic down too. Your gain is high as fuck.
is that better?
Down some more.
That'll be off.
Oh well, shit. Let me turn you down here. Hold on.
I don't know what's going on.
Go ahead, talk now.
Okay, is this better?
Absolutely.
All right. I think that's weird. And I don't get it. Sounds like some hillbilly shit.
That is some hillbilly shit, but I'm saying, when your daddy was alive, and I whooped his ass, how would you feel?
What do you mean? How would I feel? What the hell kind of question is that?
How would you feel if
I would be mortified, first off, that, well, I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask. Damn, because my dad was like late 70s.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, what kind of person are you?
Hey, I don't know. Your dad must have something wrong. Well, that's what
Not necessarily. Some of these people are crazy.
Oh, okay. Well, he did beat his daddy's ass more than was his father-in-law's ass more than once. So.
Oh my! Really?
He got more than one case with him. That's what they're saying.
Oh Lord! Sounds like a bunch of hillbilly shit.
Well, it is Kansas too. So.
Oh yeah, Kansas.
What up, Anarchy? What up, wrestler? How y'all guys doing?
4 CR 96 wherein the felony is his wife,
Uh-oh.
who is also a witness in 23 CR 157.
They're supposed to be having no contact in these cases as a condition of bond, right?
Yes, Your Honor, and that was something I was also wanting to address today.
Missy, how do you want to set these? Giving him a
Well,
separate prelim for each one,
I have June 28th available in the afternoon.
the whole afternoon,
The
I do
whole
have it
afternoon,
available.
bitch. We're gonna take it
starting at what
all.
time?
At 1 or 1:30, if ever we need to start it at.
Let's make it 1:15. These are all set, but we need to also be taking care of that misdemeanor because that's 4 counts of violation of a protection order. So I don't want that to get lost in the shuffle.
Right.
Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll reserve the whole day for prelims. We'll do one after the other.
Starting at 1:30,
1:15.
115.
1:15. Okay.
This man has 4. How
And
many?
you said there was something else you wanted to address?
Your Honor, my how do I do this without incriminating my client? Your Honor, he'd like to be let off bond, or have the no contact order with his wife dropped, so they can pursue couples therapy. They have a counselor arranged. I had this information from his wife, who figured out who I was his attorney via the courthouse.
Actually, Your Honor, his wife did contact me also, indicating that she would like to have contact in the therapy, because they have children that they have to get along for, and she insists that Mr. Beal is a good father. He has some issues, but he's a good father. He's good to their children. She wants to be able to work with him, and she believes that the counseling will assist in that.
He's got an ag assault charge pending against her, an ag assault pending against his father-in-law, 4 counts of violating a protection order against her.
The aggravated assault against her. It's against complicated situation, but it's not against her.
All right, well, I'll just look at him in 56. Violation of protection from abuse order. And she is listed as the victim in each of these, is she not? I'm not saying that she is or that the charges are right, but
What up, Con?
let me look at that.
It just says that it's a violation of the protective order. It looks like
Okay.
it looks like on December 24th, he sent a text to his wife. On December 25th, he sent a text to his wife. It doesn't appear that there were any, these were texts, these were not in-person kind of threatening situations, Your Honor.
Telephone or text, but that's still a violation when you're told no contact. Now then, let's look at the other one, 57, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and reckless driving.
The victim there appears to be a Jared Everly.
Is that her father?
No, her father's Mr. Simon, I believe.
All right, there's a Jared Everly where he was allegedly put in reasonable apprehension of immediate bodily harm with the deadly weapon, to wit, a truck. And then there's a reckless driving. 96, criminal damage to property of felony. I believe that is his wife's telephone, if I remember correctly.
That's correct,
Yes, Your Honor.
And then a domestic battery. I presume she's the victim. It's in violation of a protective order and criminal trespass. And that was in March of 24.
Listen, I would hate to be
that
his
brings
lawyer.
us down to the
I would hate to be his lawyer. Why ain't this nigga in jail? He should be in jail. Why is he getting a bond if he beating everyone ass this the long way? God almighty.
The other 157, that one dates back to
That's the father-in-law issue.
aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and disorderly conduct. Oh, the deadly weapon in this case was a hammer. Allegedly took a hammer to a Joseph Simon on July 8th of 2023 and committed disorderly conduct
Damn.
by fighting words.
Your Honor, may I say something?
That's between
No,
you.
don't, Anthony. Don't,
No.
don't.
Don't talk, Mr. Beal, not right now.
So you're wanting the no contact lifted, Mr. McClendon?
Yes, Your Honor, and if I may, that 56 case where there's the 4 counts of a violation of protection order, the wife was the one who initiated contact, and they were talking about resolution to their marriage, which has a pending divorce, but is getting annulled. The divorce
They're
proceeding
dismissing.
is
Who filed the
dismissing,
divorce?
sorry.
Who filed?
The wife did.
No. She filed for divorce first. So that,
She filed, she dismissed, then he filed, and then they're attempting reconciliation, is my understanding.
Miss Shirley's correct.
They're attempting reconciliation and these months-long no contact orders.
They have the children have to still be exchanged. It's been happening either at the school or usually at the daycare, the babysitter.
But the
It's-
babysitter got a PFA against him too, didn't she?
At one point, I don't know what the status on that is, Your Honor.
So, in other words, I think this judge is pushing for the divorce because she's tired of seeing his ass, seeing them, and them getting all these goddamn protective orders out on him because he whooping everyone's ass and threatening them with hammers. Yeah, but that's what always happens. The female always go back to the dude that's knocking their ass out. Yeah. That's what I'm. It's crazy. Yeah, because listen. He's a good father. She's a good father. All right, whatever.
And then there was some incident about him flagging down the school bus and jerking the kids off by the arms and dragging them out.
Back easy.
I don't know where that come from, Your Honor, but that was,
I'm not aware of that, Your Honor.
I'm not
That
aware of
was-
that here either.
I was supposed to get my children for Easter weekend, and my wife changed her mind and she wasn't gonna give me them until a certain date. Thursday was exchange day for our children. I wasn't gonna get them till later on. They're my children. That was my time with them.
So you flagged down the school bus and jerked them off of it.
Didn't pull them off there like you're trying to insinuate I did.
Now, that's
went-
just, okay.
I went and stopped the school bus, got my children off there. Then we went to the babysitters where our youngest son had at, and went inside. And that's where I'm being charged with the criminal trespassing. I don't know.
Mr. Beal, I need you to stop talking now. Sorry, I don't want you to incriminate
So
yourself here.
is that where the extra case is coming from that I'm thinking of? That there was
Yes, Your Honor.
criminal trespass against the babysitter that's not among these?
Yes, Your Honor.
So there is a fifth case out there.
No, there's not a 5th case out there.
I still think I saw one besides the ones that
Oh,
somebody else
yeah, you
mentioned.
should
there.
know.
I believe that's where the 96 case comes in.
No, I don't think so.
Well, these are the only 4 that they gave me files on, Your Honor.
These are the only ones in Greenwood County that I am aware of.
You don't have anything going through city court, do you, Mr. Beal?
No, ma'am. Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to modify the bond at this time, but I will tell you if the parties are each involved in individual therapy, and when their therapists individually think that they can take on therapy together, I will consider that, making no promises. But if you look at these charges, it looks like these two are dangerous together, that
No.
they just, I don't know what trips
No.
the emotions, but they
On
just keep racking up these charges, and now all of a sudden, when they're supposed to be having no contact, they're wanting to get together. They've dropped their divorces. They've each filed a divorce. They're wanting to drop them. And
Your Honor, to shed a little light on the situation. Months when she first dropped the divorce, it was so we could work things out to be a family. She
okay,
immediately look at the time frame. She filed the divorce, then turned around, filed the PFA, and around that time frame is whenever she got caught being with somebody else when we were supposed to be working on things to be a family. Whenever I caught wind of that, that's when I filed for divorce. But just as Mary Ann and Mr. McClendon say, we have children together. It's in our best interest to do what's right for everybody.
so you're both
They're
wanting
being
to
adults.
get back together as a family, a couple and a family.
That's the end. That would be the ideal end goal. 'Cause it's not our children's fault. They didn't ask for this. They deserve to have mom and dad. But
And did you say you had dismissed your divorce action?
I'm not not yet. I don't want to dismiss that until the way everything's gone. As you can see from my charges, Your Honor, there's nothing worse than a scorned woman. Um, and I want to make sure, I want to take the necessary steps, not leave all my eggs
So
in
you
one
want to keep your divorce open in case you don't work things out the way you're hoping to.
Absolutely.
No, I want to leave my divorce open until we're able to have contact and I can have Mr. McClendon write us up an agreement. And we want to put our home and everything in a trust immediately after the divorce is null.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave the bond as it is for now. And so
Hey,
we'll be
Kingdom
back
Minded,
here
thank you.
June 28th at 1:15.
Hey,
No contact means no contact. Not
Your
through, not through your moms, not through your dads, not through your friends, no contact, not on social media, no contact. Mr. Beal?
that's insane.
Okay, how do they arrange the child transfer?
Yeah,
Well,
dumbass.
how
You've
they
already
been-
gave us talk. You and the county attorney have already gave us permission before to communicate about our children.
How've they been doing it, Miss Shirley?
I do not know. I haven't had, I know I talked to Miss Simon, I believe last week. And I don't know, I didn't ask her how that was being accomplished because I didn't know until I saw these files today that all these new charges existed.
Well, they're not exactly new. The most recent one was probably March, going back.
Well, but I got off his cases back, the first of the year.
Okay, so you had been his attorney up until the first of the year? Okay.
Yes.
And that's,
Yeah.
is that why she came? Do you know if that's why she came to you to?
They had both come to me trying to arrange an amicable settlement agreement for their marriage and the custody, care, and control of their children. They were all in agreement, and then things would happen, and things broke down, and so I was not able to. I had to withdraw from both of them
Yeah, one
because I had already
My
talked
God,
to both of them.
Sure.
And Miss Simon called last week requesting information and telling me kind of what was going on, but I was unaware of all these the violations of the PFA and the aggravated assault. These are all new to me. But as far as the domestic situation, yes, I was involved in that initially, trying to get everything out. I prepared final documents 3 or 4 times, made changes she wanted, made changes he wanted, and then it fell apart. And as I advised, since I'd already talked to both of them, I could not represent either of them.
Good.
All right. So how have you been doing the child custody visitation thing, Mr.
Yeah.
Beal?
We've been meeting at the sheriff's office.
Okay.
And then getting communication through my mother.
Well, communicating through your mother is kind of circumventing your no contact order.
Oh my
You've
fucking
already
God.
you and the county attorney have both already give us permission to contact, to have conversations about the children through a third party.
And I believe that the content there was the babysitter was doing it, and the babysitter got upset with him and decided not to do it. And so his mother said that she would. I believe that's what that was.
Was playing he said, she said, and
Well, now hold on. The problem, Mr. Bill, the problem with you saying, well, this happened, you
Oh,
said this, you said that. That could have happened the first case. And then you went out and got another. And then you went out and got another. So the question is, what is the most recent ruling? Because you've probably got a few that have changed as time went on. So at this point, in this, I'm looking at May 7th, 2024, in case number 2024 CR96. And that clearly says
what did it say?
no contact with any victims or witnesses.
can my lawyer get a transcribe of that court date?
Yes. The simple answer is yes. But that's what the notes say just on this case, May 24th.
Wait a minute. Because if that's the case, then he's going through his fucking mother. He's not having contact with her. Exactly. Well, how the fuck are they supposed to have contact with the kids if they have to do drop off and pick up? This bitch is retarded. This judge is fucking retarded. What are they supposed to do? Fucking pigeons next? Oh, you can't do that either because that's contact between each other. So if you can't do text message, pigeons, smokes, I don't know what the fuck else. Can't use a third party. What the fuck is this bitch talking about? How the fuck are they supposed to be in contact about the kids? Because he still gets fucking contact with the kids. So if they drop, but yeah, you gotta mail the kids. That's a fact. If you get exactly, how do they arrange that then? It don't make no fucking sense. He can't use his mother. He has to use a fucking babysitter. The fuck out of here. I don't want no goddamn babysitter in my motherfucking business. Get the fuck out. You crazy as shit. These bitches is retarded.
CR96 when you're in front of the judge.
Your Honor, the aggravated assault with the vehicle, that was the gentleman she was running around with, his cousin. That ought to be pretty self-explanatory. And I did not do that, and I have proof I didn't do that.
But if you did, it would be explained because he was the cousin of the guy she was with. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean, it would be explained after everything. It would be explained to why they're trying to do that.
Okay, you're coming back to me now as I read these notes. You had hired Mr. Paw
Yeah, this is a one-stop shop.
on at least a couple of these.
It's a one-stop shop. Let me get together. This bitch got all his cases. This hat. Where the fuck? Where's Mayo at? Mayo, where's this small ass town in Kansas at? These motherfuckers the only one. There's about 12 people in the neighborhood and shit. This shit is crazy. Jesus Christ.
These, and then you got crossways with the advice he was giving you. So you fired him, and you
No,
then you got a
that's me 4 times.
what?
No, I did not get crossways with him because the advice he was giving me. He told me he would contact me on 4 different occasions.
Well, let's not get into all of that. I don't want to get into all that. You had Mr. Paw. For whatever reason, you came in and Mr. Paw was allowed to withdraw. And then you, for whatever reason, you got Mr. McClendon appointed, or did you hire him? I don't recall.
Fucking Christ. Oh, God.
I was appointed, Your
appointed.
Honor.
God. Mayo, please explain this bullshit to me, how she's the one-stop judge of everybody. Mayo, mic check. 1, 2. Nope, can't hear you.
Mayo, help, because I can't even white explain this.
My headphones messing up.
There you go. We hear you.
Yeah, the problem with this, my head messing up. I'll be back.
All right. He said him and OG must shop at the same spot. Ask and he shall come. Let him. Listen, this shit is crazy, wrestler. Wrestler, do you understand how she's the one-stop shop judge for everything? She's criminal, divorce, all this shit, all in one spot. Damn near attorney too. Shit.
Okay. And then you were complaining that Jill Gillette didn't like you. You wanted a change of venue. You were concerned about a personal relationship you had with Jill Gillette, the county attorney's boyfriend, David.
Absolutely.
And I told you to stay away from him. And then you asked if you could stay in contact with someone else in his business so you could continue to do business with the other person that you needed to as part of your business. So yeah, this we've had a few
Jesus.
involved hearings over this relationship and these people that are allegedly your victims. So at this time, I'm going to keep the bonds, no contact of any kind. And I don't mean going through your mother or anybody else. The children are probably named as victims in one of this.
No, they're not.
Don't even go there.
They're not.
Don't even try to say that, Your Honor.
Anthony,
Don't
don't.
try to get me out of bad dad.
Mr. Bill, Mr. Bill.
Oh, hell no!
Please don't
Hell no! He has every right to motherfucking go there. The fuck is you talking about, bitch? Shit. What the fuck? This motherfucking judge is ridiculous. And absolutely, he can go exactly where he said he was going to go. Fuck you. Fuck them attorneys. Bitch, I'm about to come at your neck right now. What the fuck are we doing here? Don't try to call me a bad dad, bitch ass.
Oh.
So, Miss Shirley, you're representing the state today, is that right? For Miss Gillette, but you've represented him in the past.
He ain't taking no
Yes.
shit.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Bill.
All right. Well, the reason I say they may be witnesses is because they were allegedly at the babysitters in that criminal trespass when he allegedly came in.
You said victim.
Mr. Bill, don't talk.
No, she said
Please.
victim.
I don't want you to incriminate yourself.
No,
Right,
he ain't.
right and wrong, wrong. I won't be made out a bad dad.
Well,
Nobody's doing that. Nobody.
Oh shit! Yes, exactly what she said. God, don't. Go ahead. I don't care.
Any chick that wears them cat eye glasses is already a problem. I'm just saying, those glasses are always a problem.
I'm about to put goddamn Nightbot in timeout. Goddamn.
Please do, because Nightbot is doing way too much over there.
You gotta put your ass.
That old lady is inbred as fuck.
Ugh. This is horrible.
That judge,
She just
her mommy and her daddy are related.
She called the kids victims.
And then, yeah, that was bullshit. Yeah, but Nightbot got put in timeout.
Oh, thank God.
But you see, what you run into here is a typical problem in small town Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows each other. The prosecutor is their former attorney. How the hell can you get a fair trial anywhere?
Yeah.
You can't get legal representation because everybody's fucking involved already.
Yeah. Just like he said, what's that? The county attorney, he had to do business with one of the people in the business that is known to both of them, so he had to get permission for that too.
No.
And then she said, no, he can't have. This shit is crazy. That's just like the town we just came from. Everybody should know everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
This shit crazy. Oh shit, where am I at?
Remember that old show, Newhart?
I don't.
The three brothers in New England. The guy had two brothers named Larry.
No, sorry.
Or Daryl.
No, Daryl, Larry,
And
Daryl, and
Larry,
his other brother, Daryl.
Yep.
Yep. Bob Newhart.
That's that white people shit.
Yes, sir, it is.
Bob Newhart.
Nobody's doing that. Not your wife. no, that's not the point here. If the children were present at the scene of one of these offenses, they are listed as witnesses
Yeah,
in
but
the
she said
case.
victim.
Not that they are victims, simply that a bond says you shall have no contact with victims or witnesses who potentially could testify against you. The age of your children generally precludes them from testifying. Okay? Just relax. It's okay, Anthony.
Although some people would say that watching your parents fight or threaten other people could be a form of mental
Abuse.
abuse. Yes.
Oh my fucking God.
So to be in, never mind.
All right. I think that's all right. At this point, I think we've completed everything we need to for today. No contact, Mr. Beal, with wife and I'm going to even say the children until we sort through all of this at
Wow.
on June 28th at 1:15.
So you're gonna keep me from my children.
Well, until we sort through this at the prelim, June 28th, 1:15. And
William, step up.
Judge, if
Up, William.
what are you saying, Mr. Beal?
I told William to step up and speak for his client.
I'm
Okay, hold on,
I'm
Mr.
trying.
Beal.
I'm
Everyone,
trying to,
hold
Mr.
on. I think I'm still in charge of this courtroom.
Obviously, and you obviously like it too.
Mr. Beal, I have put up with a lot with you over the course of these hearings.
Hell nah, bitch.
You always seem to
overstepping
take
your
over
bounds.
or try to. And I've made
This
these
is my
orders.
family. What do you expect?
What was that?
I said, this is my family we're talking about. What do you expect?
Well, I'm not going to get into that with you, but if you want to try to resume contact, it would be good for you at the next hearing to bring in a statement from a therapist that you're going to therapy and that it would be a good move to start going to therapy with your wife. But from what these files show, you and your wife are not good together, that somebody's going to get hurt. Now, that's just what it looks like. I'm not prejudging anything.
Exactly what
But if you look just at the paperwork, so go to a therapist, you and your attorney can talk about it. Go to a therapist and see if the therapist can give you something to show that you're not a danger to your wife or your children. Or her dad, because one of these says you were committed assault against her dad and someone else. So
I try my damnedest to be a good dad. And if her father thinks it's right to commit insurance fraud, I don't want my children being taught that way.
all right. Well, you talk to the therapist, you talk to your attorney, and we'll take this up June 28th at 1:15.
William,
Yeah.
get my speak up. I'm a dad.
Well, what do you
Mr.
what do you
Mr.
want
Bill, Mr. Bill, as your attorney, I'm gonna have to ask you to just please stop talking.
Fuck you, bitch.
You're digging yourself a hole, man.
Off my
Please
case.
stop. Your Honor, I would just ask that you take notice of the complaints that are filed, and none of them list the children as witnesses. And therefore that we not have the no contact order against the children.
But my understanding from what I recall of the affidavits to support the warrants,
No, you don't.
and what I've heard in these hearings,
You ain't hear shit in the hearing.
it's my recollection and belief that the children were present for most, if not all of this.
It's true.
Miss Shirley, are you indicating?
I don't believe that's true, Your Honor. They may have been on that one, but I don't think they were on any of the others.
Okay.
They were present during the Easter one.
Mr. Bill, please.
That's the only one.
The Easter one is the one at the babysitters.
Yes, Your Honor.
All
I
right.
was told I was putting him in danger, but I wasn't trying to get a kid out of the back seat of a moving vehicle.
Like I said, talk to your attorney, talk to a therapist, and we'll see if we can
Get the fuck out of
put
here.
any more resolution of this June 28th at 1:15. That's 30 days out. All right, we'll be in recess. Mr. Beal, you are excused. You may go, Mr. Beal.
Why you trying to talk behind his back?
You can stay.
That's usually when the judges start talking behind your back. Hey, to get the fuck up out of there. That's fucked up though. Well, you know, I mean, he did cause the majority of that shit on his own. I remember the first time we seen it was over a fucking the driving without a driver's license. He was trying to be a goddamn sovereign at that time. That was the first one we saw, Mayo.
Oh yeah, that's typical.
Yeah,
Dude, that shit is spreading everywhere now.
yeah. I'm telling you, it is.
It's crazy, dude.
Oh, we have one in jail. Uh, he's not a sovereign. He's a Moor. I want you to get that right. He's a Moor.
He's a Moorish sovereign then.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello, Your Honor. Are we on the record?
We are on the record. Thank you for asking.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to get on the record that I would like to fire my lawyer on
You don't,
stand.
you don't have a lawyer. Remember, we've already been through this. You represent yourself.
Right, but the one that's on standby, I would like him replaced with another lawyer.
I'm
please,
not going to do that. What's the basis for that?
Because irreconcilable differences. The fact that you had to explain to me what a
I don't even think he's a U.S. citizen. Well, I don't know what the hell.
affirmative
No,
defense
sir.
is.
He's an American
explained it
Moorish citizen, sir.
polar
That's
opposite.
different.
It's nothing that
My bad. My bad.
we can is irreconcilable differences. It's like I would rather work with someone else.
So if you do that, sir, speedy trial starts over today. Disqualification of counsel is a triggering event for new commencement.
Okay, so I can't replace him without restarting my speedy trial dates,
Correct.
Absolutely.
which will prolong my time in jail,
I don't know that.
possibly.
Possibly.
All right, so due to that, it's gonna possibly prolong the time I have in jail. I'll do my best to work with this guy.
Okay.
Mr. Evans, do you want me to represent to the court what we had discussed? I mean, you didn't mention what you just mentioned, but the subpoenas and what you're asking for?
I'm gonna write a letter to to her, mail it. I have it mailed out today. I'm gonna write a letter to her as well as the Supreme Court of Washington, the state of Washington, with the things that we discussed, but you can let her know the people that I want subpoenaed.
Sir, so any letter that you send to the court, you must include the city. You have to include the prosecutor or I can't look at it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What you mean by I must include the prosecutor?
You have to send it to them as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to the clerk of court, so they should.
Nope, it's your burden to serve the city.
What's the address for the city?
It's the same building.
It's the same building, so I have to send two different letters.
Yes,
I mean, I have to make a copy of it and
Correct.
send. I have no way of making a copy from inside the jail.
you have to make one longhand then.
Write it twice.
Oh, well, I don't even have the paper I have is only enough to send one letter. They, in the jail, they're not even giving me sufficient things to even properly do what you're asking me.
Perhaps you could send it to Mr. Ionati and then he can serve the city and the court.
I would ask that Mr. Ionati, once it's filed, the letter that I'm gonna mail out, once it's filed, he make a copy and send it to the prosecutor.
I cannot look at it unless the city is included.
I understand, but what I said is that once it's filed, that Mr. Ionati gets a copy and send it to the prosecutor, and then you can look at it, which still should be before my next court date.
So that's it. This is the problem with representing yourself, sir, is that you do not understand the rules of criminal procedure. And you can't, you are having ex parte contact if you send something only to the court and not the city.
I'm not in, can you tell the jail, give me sufficient paper so I can make two copies?
No.
Because they're not giving me the what I need to do what you're asking me.
You can't get his red
And
stamp
that's why I'm
from jail.
suggesting that you send it to Mr. Ionati and then he can make copies for both the court and the city.
Okay, Mr. Ionati, is there a way for you to come? Is there an address that I send this to? I don't have any information on you, Mr. Ionati.
I believe it's on the paper. The orders that you got should have had our address, but we'll get you our address today. And Your Honor, I guess what I spoke with Mr. Evans and he asked me to let the court know that he intends on subpoenaing Clarence Thomas. And then the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Louisiana, the Honorable Judge Nanette Brown. He's also asking that we subpoena
Louisiana.
the Apostle Derry G. McCoy Sr. He believes that they're all witnesses for this case or these cases that need to be brought in. I did, and I told him that I was able to, and he said I could. I just want to make sure, Mr. Evans, I can address the case number that you said.
I don't want to, like I said,
2412.
that's a matter of secret state privilege. I don't want you discussing that.
Okay.
So Mr. Evans,
Nigga,
in
what
order
did you
to
say?
subpoena people,
This nigga said secret state privilege. Man.
This is the second time I've heard this recently, Tom.
Really?
Yes. And it
See?
has to do with a case in Louisiana.
Yes, they are in Louisiana.
Yep. This is the second time I've heard this bullshit.
Secret state.
Mhm. Because the other guy was trying to get the case sealed.
Okay.
Because supposedly his case that's open to the public contains national security secrets.
That's a fact.
You see, the top says now he is a super secret UN asset.
in another state, you need to actually go to the Superior Court of those states. Neither Mr. Ionati nor I have subpoena power that goes beyond the borders of the state of Washington.
I told you.
Would that be grounds to have this case removed to federal
Yeah.
courts?
Okay.
I don't believe so. This is not an issue of federal law. It's not a civil case with amount in controversy over $75,000, nor is it involving parties in other sides of the states, in separate states. There's no diversity jurisdiction. There's no subject matter jurisdiction.
It's definitely, the restitution is gonna exceed $75,000 in the case that I'm found innocent by the jury. In addition to that, it would be biased by the city based on the witnesses will be able to provide testimony that will possibly exonerate me.
Is the city seeking any restitution?
I definitely stated that in the letter, and I asked I made that clearly known to Mr. Ionetti if he's doing any.
Sir, you can't get restitution. I don't know what the basis is for restitution.
If I'm found innocent, I would like restitution for my businesses for each day I sat in jail and they lost potential money.
There is a rule that provides for that is not restitution in the sense that it would go to federal court. This is not a federal, there's nothing in here.
The amount that I'm asking for.
That has nothing to do with it. That's a separate issue. Is the city aware of any issue that would cause this case to be removed to federal court?
No.
And not even my rights as a tribal chief.
You have asserted that you are a tribal chief. I have seen no evidence.
He said he was a tribal chief, nigga. Yo.
Yeah, sir. You did. They're claiming that the UN recognizes them, which is complete bullshit. But
he's a tribal chief.
now they have filed with the UN Indigenous Rights Council, but they have not received a yay or a nay on it yet, which they will never receive a no.
Okay.
They'll just stay in limbo forever.
What up, LA?
It's the UN.
What up? Welcome home. Welcome home. I'm surprised. How was your trip?
I had a tick on me, nigga.
A ticket. Okay.
A tick. I haven't had a tick on me since I left Texas.
He said, "How was your trip?" And that's the first thing out of your damn mouth.
Yeah, of course. A bug was crawling on him. You know that's traumatizing.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't burn down the trailer.
I had to pull the bitch out of my skin, and it was in the water.
No, we were in the water.
That motherfucking tick was attached to my leg in the water.
How many showers did you take after that?
2?
Did you take your course of antibiotics?
Hell no, it was one of the small ones though.
Oh, okay.
Ah, right.
Of that being true. Just because you say it doesn't make it true.
I gave you the proof, but you needed the physical case in front of you, which
I mean,
has a seal on
white
it. So
people are
even
just
if
so
it's in
patient.
front of you, you still won't be able to see that I'm a
White
tribal
folks
chief
just
based
so
on having a
patient.
case in front of you.
It's my
Well, they're getting paid regardless, so.
Yeah, but black people would have said nigga please, I don't know how many times. Like, what are we doing here? But you know, white folks just so patient. That's why they rule the world. They just patient with stupid folks.
Okay.
That's also why they're going,
understanding that Mr.
they're gonna
Ioannati was able
fall.
to obtain that document.
Correct, which is a matter of secret state privilege.
So you can't say it's in this document and then not let me see it.
I done heard it all.
I'm
Did he
just
say super
stating
state
facts.
privilege?
That case is a matter of secret state
Secret
privilege. So that would be
super
grounds.
state
Would that be grounds to get it transferred to federal court?
Oh my Jesus, take you
The
hers.
issue is whether you trespassed at the airport, sir. That's the only issue.
I understand, but as a tribal chief, I have the
Oh,
right
he
to
didn't want to
have
pay for a flight.
any grievances between
He's a
me
tribal
and the
chief.
state heard before the United States Supreme
Oh.
Court due to me representing a sovereign state that's federally and internationally recognized. A sovereign
state
state
is that?
that's federally and internationally recognized.
You
His
won't
state
tell
of
me the name
delusion.
of the tribe. You won't show me the document.
It's a matter of secret state privilege, Your
You
Honor.
can't have it both ways.
I'm just stating facts. It's a matter of secret state privilege.
So no,
Oh my God.
as I understand it, the city is not willing to transfer this case to federal court.
Mr. Ioannati, I would like to appeal anything that's being declined. I just want to get this on the record that I want it appealed. Anything that's being declined, I want it appealed.
Sir, you represent yourself. It's up to you to appeal.
Oh, he is
Okay,
so
no
stupid.
problem. I'll send a letter out today with a notice of appeal to the Supreme Court of the state of Washington.
What's he gonna
Appeals
send
from
it on,
courts of
toilet
limited
paper?
jurisdiction, which is what we are, go to Superior Court, not the Supreme Court.
But I'll try to speak to them based on the circumstances that I would like to
Call him.
oblige directly
Call
to
him.
the state Supreme Court due to
You
the
got their number?
circumstances and the
Call
fact
him.
that it's connected to a matter of national and homeland security.
You're
Oh,
gonna have
and
to show
then,
them proof that that's the issue too. You can't
oh
just
my
say it
God.
and then
I
have it
will
be
show
true.
them the proof. I will show them the
Tom,
proof.
please
No
rewind that.
problem. It's on them if they want to.
Please rewind that part, sir. I don't think I heard him correctly.
No, you did, sir.
No, sir.
And the fact
No,
that
Yes,
it's
sir.
sir.
connected to a matter of national and homeland security.
You're gonna have to show them proof that that's the issue too. You can't just say it.
I
and
will,
then
I
have it
will
be
show them
true.
the proof. I will show them the proof with no problem. It's on them if they want to do their work and research and diligence to get the answers that they want, that they
This is
seek.
illuminated.
So,
I
sir,
will
No
show
more
them the
research.
once again, courts are not.
Hey, he's telling them to do the research on the paperwork that he gonna submit.
Oh man, this is illuminated. Illuminated still doing research.
Absolutely. Why not?
Investigative bodies. They will do no research. They will not do an investigation. That is up to you.
I understand it, exactly, and I'm doing an investigation on my behalf, and I'm providing everything that they're asking me for. They just don't like my answers. I'll deal with that on the federal level when I file a notice to remove, once I get out of jail.
It's a matter
Because I
of
can't do
homeland
also,
security.
if Mr. Ioannati, if you can file a notice to remove with the federal courts or with this court, I would like that as well, please.
Mr. Ioannati,
I don't even know what the hell he's
do you
talking
have any
about.
concerns about Mr. Evans' ability to proceed?
I do. I mean, I don't have anything to verify any of the claims that he has made and the information and who he's asking for as far as witnesses in this case lead me to believe that there may be issues.
Do you think it's appropriate to have him evaluated under 1077?
I do.
Oh, calling him crazy.
Does the city have any objection to the ordering of that evaluation?
I have an objection.
Okay,
Can I object?
you can object.
Yes, ma'am. I assure you that I'm 100% competent, and
Yes, he
I
is.
assure you that Everything I'm saying is true. As far as civil case 24012 out of St. James Parish, Louisiana, that is a matter of secret state privilege. And it also verifies the facts that I'm making that you guys claim you cannot prove.
But you won't let us see it.
Mr. Ionetti has to get the case himself.
He has it.
So
What about
tell
the
him give it, tell him
What?
give it to you.
I
Tell
don't know.
Mr.
Can I identify the case, Mr. Evans?
Civil case 24012 out of St. James Parish, Louisiana.
Can I identify the case and the information that I have?
Like I said, you can give her civil case 24012 out of St. James Parish, Louisiana. If she wants to look over it, it has a seal on that case. So you're gonna have to get permission to get that seal removed.
So
to
it's my
get the
understanding
true contents.
it's my understanding it does not have a seal.
That's the information that I have is it does not have a seal. It's a 1996 case, Blue Harvest Maritime versus Opal Evans. It was a suit for damages.
That's the guise that it's under, but the true contents
Oh my
of that
fucking
case
God.
is under seal, I assure you.
That's
And
that second
Mr.
Guarantee
constitution
it.
stuff.
The only
I'm not
person who
guessing.
can take it out of seal.
I'm not guessing, I'm guaranteeing it because I
we're gonna
I
take your word
became
for
the
it.
chief of a federally and internationally recognized tribe when my father passed in 1993 and everything was made official with that case in 96. I guarantee it.
So if it goes to me, it goes to the city as well. And are you okay with that?
I would like to have it sealed due to the fact that it's gonna
It's secret
expose
service.
innocent life,
It's a
including
matter
my
of
own.
public, sir, it's a matter of public record. And it's not filed under seal that I don't know what the justification is for sealing it in this court.
That it's gonna affect innocent life, including the names that he named that I don't want named with public, to have public access to those names on that case and whatnot.
Hey, what that?
That's a public
It's
case.
definitely gonna affect innocent life and it's connected
And
to a
what
matter
that?
of national and homeland security.
Mr.
I
Ionetti,
Oh my God.
that you were able
Huh?
to, what
What
you
national
have
homeland
in your
security?
possession is a matter of public record, is that right?
The information I just have is what the court clerk told me. She indicated that I can pay $1 a page for the file. They weren't able to tell me how many pages were in the file. They said it was archived based on the age. It is, it is a state court. And they indicated it was a suit for damages and not
Because
consistent.
it's connected to my estates that I have, plural. Is it all making sense now?
No.
No,
No.
no.
And there's only, Mr. Evans indicated that there's something in the file that's only one person has the ability to unseal. Which
And that's
is not
Chief
consistent
Justice
with-
Roberts.
And that's not consistent with the way the law works. So
I'm
that's
the
my
rarity.
concern.
I'm the rarity in this case, I assure.
This nigga said Chief Justice Roberts.
Who is that?
That is the Supreme Court head right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did say Clarence Thomas at the beginning. Holy shit. I thought he was talking about, man, this nigga's, they have, LA, you are absolutely right. White people have the patience of saints, boy.
I told you.
Fucking Christ.
I told you. God bless him.
This shit is insane. He said Chief Justice Roberts. Oh my.
So all this is because he don't
That's
want
where
to
my
pay for
concern
a
is.
trespass?
The amount of money that could be for the amount of documents in the file, I'd have to ask if the court wants me to try and make that request to get that. I can make that request. I would need funds from the court and I don't know how much. But a state case that would be doing what Mr. Evans claims is not consistent with my understanding of the law. And the fact that a chief justice is the only one that could unseal something within that case is also not consistent with my understanding of how the law works.
Particularly if it's a state case, I don't see how Chief Justice Roberts would be involved at all. Not to mention, it sounds like this predates him being Chief Justice.
Because it's a matter of secret state privilege, and it's also
From the
connected
national
to the United
security.
Nations.
Sir, you have two choices, either to stop asserting this or get the
Or
document.
or just pay the fine.
I
Miss
can't.
Dianetti can get the documents, I would
He,
appreciate
he's
it.
Pay the fine, nigga.
trespassing at
Just
the
say a thing
airport.
doesn't mean
Pay the fine,
anything.
sir.
You have to have the proof.
The only way I
Pay the
can get the
fine.
documents is for Miss
Oh,
Dianetti to get it.
God.
Otherwise, I can't do
Nigga, just pay the fine. Oh my God. I'll pay the fine for you. How much is it? Yo,
No,
Tom.
no, I'll pay for the case. I want to read this.
Oh my God.
The fucked up thing about it is we're at 15 minutes. There's another 15 minutes on this bitch.
I will pay the fine for you, man. Oh, at this point, sir, I'll pay the goddamn fine.
And how does a civil case between two U.S. parties in the state of Louisiana a matter of
Supreme
national
Court?
security?
How to go to Supreme Court? Supreme Court.
And especially since it's not sealed.
Yeah, it's a state case. Keep in mind what the true law says. The court is playing with Chiefs. W. God, dog it. That is crazy.
I'm about to pay the
Hey,
fine for him.
I don't even know where I found this goddamn case, but this shit was retarded. I had to stop watching it. I said, "Oh, this one's for Mayo for sure."
Oh yeah,
I bet you
Tom,
the-
I sent you another guy did this case, and he actually has cases that this guy's brought up at 27 minutes 27 seconds,
Okay,
including this one.
let me finish this and we'll go back. Jesus, this shit is stupid. God almighty.
do it from in jail. If you can give me a PR bond, I would definitely get those documents for you myself.
The problem, sir, is you just keep committing new or alleged to have just keep committing new crimes.
No, you said it right.
No, you're
Allegedly,
right.
but
No,
I
you're
assure
right.
you I'm innocent.
You right. No, you're right, man. You just keep doing shit.
Absolutely.
So
You're just doing
were
too
you able
much.
to obtain any documents, Mr. Inati?
Not without, I'd have to get funding from the court to
Oh,
obtain.
got
it.
it.
And they said it was in archive. The person that I spoke to said it was in archive, and they were willing to go down and get it and make copies, but they said it's $1 a page.
Is it all or nothing? I mean, that you have to get the whole file or none of the file?
Because I don't know the answer to that question. I can try and see if there was a judgment out of that case that I can just get the judgment, but I don't know specifically what I'm looking for because Mr. Evans told me that what I'm looking for is under seal that only Chief Justice Roberts can get. And I don't think I need to contact Chief Justice Roberts and ask him to give me the document out of that case.
Yeah.
If I'm lying about Chief Justice Roberts, trust me, these state charges, these petty charges are the least of my concern.
Oh my God.
I can write a letter to Chief Justice Roberts.
Wait, you dumbass.
I don't know.
So if you got all this power, why the
Can
hell
they
you
tell
locked up?
you if anything is sealed?
I asked and they said there's nothing sealed in that case.
Okay, well, that says something right there.
But Mr. Evans indicated, and is this okay that I say this, Mr. Evans, that what you want is only what Chief Justice Roberts can release?
Correct. It's a matter of secret state privilege. So you're gonna be able to see, but you're not gonna be able to see, so to speak.
You won't be able to hear.
Because the Supreme Court of the United States of America has it set up that way purposely. But
And it's written in invisible
as soon as you
ink.
hear it,
I'm not
will
aware
show
of
up
them
and kill
having
you.
these.
No, it's written in
this
invisible ink.
procedure.
Right, because if you're not familiar with the rights of a sovereign state and a sovereign tribe, you wouldn't know the ins and outs. But it's a matter of life and death that I know this and that I have
Life and death.
the knowledge of what I'm talking about.
Yo, Tom, pause it
Mr.
real quick.
Rinaldi, I would authorize funds for you to obtain the judgment. I'll give you a
I got to give it to black folks. I really, really do. Because, sir, it's like that joke. I forgot what comedian made. Kevin Hart, when he was talking about being late to work. And you make up all these excuses about you had to pick up a baby because the baby's being chased by a giraffe. And you know, like, we make up a bunch of excuses just not to do something simple. Pay the $30. It's probably like a $50 fine at this point. After all this, he doing everything in the world just not to pay this low ass fine. That's it. And he probably tried to get a free trip to the Dominican Republic. I know what the fuck his freak ass was doing, sir. I got to give it to black folks. We will go out our way not to do anything.
When you say that, it brought this to my remembrance. Sir, yeah, my remembrance brought to my memory. All right, I will say this: don't ever get a Latino pregnant, okay, sir? No matter what kind, what dialect these motherfuckers is.
They get fat.
Oh my! It was so many fat Latinos, dog. I
Yeah, yeah,
holy shit! Like everyone at that place we were at were speaking either Russian, Ukrainian, Mexican, or Latino-ish Spanish of
yeah.
some sorts.
Yeah, you gotta look at the family history. Usually, if the
Uh,
mom and them just
it
crazy
was
disgusting.
listen. It was a family of fat Latino women. I said, "Oh
Yeah,
my god,
yeah, you
holy
gotta look at the family.
Mexicans gonna get fat." Bitch.
Mm-mm. No, they hit the wall. Latinas hit the wall fast. Like when they hit it fast.
Oh my
I
god!
will give you credit.
I said, "Damn." All right, if you
Yeah,
want to say that, oh god damn, we talking about white women. Let's don't leave these motherfuckers out. These motherfuckers look rough, nigga.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
noticed that a
it
while
was
ago.
it was like how many? It was like mother and daughters walking
Yeah, they hit the
together
wall.
in groups, and everyone looked like each other. And I was like,
Yeah,
"What
yeah,
motherfucker, dog?" I said,
yeah.
"Oh,
Once
bite it,
they
So they didn't
when
look
they
poor, Tom.
huh?"
They didn't look poor and underfed.
Oh fuck no, them bitches was fatter than me,
yeah, once they hit like 40 mayo, it go downhill.
Oh yeah,
bro. Fatter
Yeah,
than me
without serious intervention like J Lo.
with some
yeah,
horrible, huge ass. Listen, horrible, huge ass titties. Just
yeah, it go down bad.
and then there was this fucking white woman that just, I mean, her stomach was fucked up, nigga. I said, "Oh, this bitch got to be pregnant. If she ain't pregnant, bitch, oh my god, she had 5 kids running behind her. Skin. Here's the deception, right? Here's the deception. Her face was skinny as fuck. Everything else was fatter than the motherfucker. I said, "Holy shit!" And she had a little 2 piece. Bitch, stop playing.
God.
They all,
Yeah,
yes, you're right. They all had 2 piece on. Now I will tell you this: that motherfucking water was like goddamn 22 degrees, nigga. I about died when I jumped in that bitch.
That's
Yo,
spring water, Tom. That's spring water.
oh,
It's too
Look,
cold.
I jumped in first with the kid, and I can't look. I went straight because the water's different. I don't know what happened, but I went straight down. I opened my eyes. I looked up at the top of the water. What the fuck? Why is it so
Oh yeah,
far away?
yeah.
And I get all
You
the way
don't
up
get
there.
buoyancy in salt in
Yeah, there was
fresh water like
none.
you do in salt.
And it was different. It wasn't the same as regular fresh water. It was weird. And then I spent a good 5 minutes being like my lungs were like, what? And I grew up in Atlantic water, but this was weird. You know why? Because you're going from 95 degrees outside to frigid. It was weird.
I swear it had. I ain't gonna lie. It
It was
had to be
so cold.
in the like
Oh,
50s
yeah.
easy. It was fucking cold,
And we
cold.
did it. And then it was like, what, 15, 20 minutes? We are like, okay, we're done.
No, that's about a good hour. We were there for a
No,
good
we
hour.
went and walked around. I'm talking about actually in the water.
Oh, I was in the
It
water.
was like, oh,
I was in the water
okay.
for about 15 minutes before my legs started hurting.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Because I mean, in certain areas it was like 6'5", 6'6".
It went to 18 feet, they said.
Yeah, on the other
I
side of
believe
the rope,
that.
it was
I believe that.
like when you get to the rope, it's like maybe I would say 8 to 10 feet ish in certain areas. But that shit. Besides that, it was cold in the motherfucker though. It was colder than a bitch. Woo! But that was it. Yeah, but LA, them chicks were purely fat.
yeah, yeah. They hit the wall pretty quick. You got to look at their mom and their aunt. If they come from a family with good DNA, then you good. But if you look at the mom and she fat as hell at the age of 60, then her daughter, you know,
I'm gonna tell you like this: you can tell when they were younger, they were actually probably cute as fuck. But
Them two bitches, especially in the bikinis, both of those chicks, neither one of them were
no,
over
I'm not
like
talking about.
30,
I'm
maybe 30.
not talking about that. I'm talking about the ones that there was a mother, daughter, sister, cousin, nephew
Ugh,
duel of these bitches. It was
ugh. And then that
And they
Asian
drank a
dude
lot.
that started yelling all angry and
Oh
shit.
yeah,
I was like, what the hell?
it was crazy. It was.
And
It was tourist central.
they drank a lot too. That's another problem.
That
Ugh.
probably
Like,
was.
a
Man,
whole lot.
they had bad skin and everything. It was just it
Mhm.
didn't look good at all. I was like, ooh, dog, don't ever get them pregnant, LA. Don't do it.
Now listen, sir, I'm already on it. So all right, listen, I already know what to look for. I'm an expert at this. I'm
Okay.
an expert.
I just wanted to give you. I wanted to come back and give you a heads up from a non-Mexican standpoint because we already know when Mexicans hit the wall, probably about 27. Yeah.
No, Dominicans the same way. Dominicans is probably about 30, about 30. But
Okay.
that shit's still there. It's still
Yeah,
there.
about the time of their 7th kid.
Yeah.
Yo, it was a lot of them little long young motherfuckers walking around. I was like, oh God, where? I'm so glad.
Dominicans don't have a lot of kids, man. What they do is they just have kids crazy fucking early. But they don't have like 16 of them. Like Mexicans do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just have a kid when they're like 12. That's the
And
thing about Dominicans.
LA, next message for one is Latinos.
Up to $100.
Mind your business, Kai.
I am ordering a 1077 evaluation. I have concerns about Mr. Evans' ability to proceed. So this is on the court's initiative.
Is this gonna delay my trial?
I'm leaving the trial date where it is. Ms. Chenwiller, I'm assuming that there's no immunity agreement between you and Mr. Evans.
Hell no,
I
he
would
got
like
on our
to put
nerves.
one in place if possible, an immunity agreement based on the right, on the fact
Sir,
that
so this would be with regard to your conversation with the evaluator. It's not immunity from this case.
okay, so I have to speak with the evaluator.
To get this
Correct.
done.
Pardon?
City would not object to that to get this done.
Can I make an objection to that?
To what?
The order for the 1077.
Yes, and you have objected. I'm ordering it anyway.
Can I appeal to the Supreme Court or to the appellate courts?
No.
I can't give you legal advice. I mean, I can give you.
Mr. Iannetti, I would like to appeal that decision that the judge made to the Supreme Court of the state of Washington directly due to it being a matter connected to
Of national
national and
security.
homeland security.
Oh my God, this
I'll come
Homeland
and talk to
Security
you
thing.
about how you
fucking weird.
file an appeal. Your Honor, and this is, yes, okay, the court checked the right box for this. So the city's indicated that they don't have an objection to an immunity agreement. And so this sounds like Mr.
And I also would like to have a notice to remove this case due to bias and prejudice to the federal courts, please.
That's not a basis to remove a case to the Supreme Court, I mean, to the federal court.
Bias and prejudice is not a reason?
No.
And violation of my constitutional rights as well, and civil rights. I think that would be a very valid reason, but I'll let you go with your decision if you failed, if you
It's
are.
up to you, sir, if you can file to remove it. You
Yes,
do you.
Mr. Iannetti, can you please file
You
a
do
motion, a notice to remove to the federal courts based on violation of constitutional and civil rights, please?
I'll come talk to you about how you can do that.
Would you like Mr. Inandi there at the evaluation?
No,
Why?
unless we're
You
going to
want-
be
you
talking
want-
about anything legal.
I have no idea, sir. That's between you and the evaluator.
Yeah, if we're talking about anything legal, I want him there as standby counsel to explain my legal rights, far as.
So you
my legal
basically
rights
him as a lawyer.
Constitutionally and statewise, but if it's just questions regarding my competency, I can handle
He
that
said,
on my
I
own.
want him to
But
be my
once it
lawyer without
goes
being my
into,
lawyer.
My rights and whatnot, I definitely need counsel
Hey, nigga
available.
say I want to be a lawyer.
Mr. Inandi, based on your experience, do they discuss rights other than informing defendants of their rights?
My experience is that they tell them that that they're going to write a report, and anything that they say to them is going to be included in the report. They ask them about their understanding of what the charges are and what their understanding of what the court's role in the case is. I don't believe they ask the person to give up any rights or do anything of that nature typically.
If they're just asking me if I understand my rights and if I understand the charges, I completely understand that. I could tell you now, being charged with trespassing, and the definition of trespassing according to the state is to enter a building without permission,
It is
knowingly,
not. It is a
unknowingly
legal dwelling.
enter, knowingly or
That's okay. I believe
is
maybe
not
you know what the
trespassing.
The
elements of the
court
charge.
wants to check the box that he wants us present, then that's fine, and they can notify us, and we'll make
You
an
better
effort
call
to
a
be
civil
there
rights lawyer.
or schedule with them when it works out.
no, I don't want them there if it
You know
doesn't
how
have
you know how there's no money
if
in
the
this?
questions
You know how you
aren't
know?
pertaining to anything legally.
Because
I
he
don't
ain't
want
reviewing it.
Lawyer there.
No, but no. You know what? How there's no money in this? I can tell you exactly how to tell. Ben
No,
Crump ain't nowhere around for these motherfuckers.
no.
Oh, of course.
That's how to tell there ain't no fucking standing or no money in this.
That's why I said. I just said there ain't no motherfucking civil rights lawyer there.
I'm fucked up. He said, "Yeah, I want him there to explain the law of my rights." He want him as a lawyer, but don't want him as a lawyer.
Absolutely.
want them there. If it's just questions regarding my sanity, I can do that myself.
Okay.
No, you
That's my
can't.
understanding.
No,
The
you
only legal
cannot.
questions really they ask is your understanding of the judicial system.
Yeah, I
No,
can do
don't go
that
there.
myself.
Okay.
No, you can't. Don't you do
All
that.
right.
Tell them
I'm
about the
setting a
super
return
secret
date
court.
for that of June 14th. I'm not striking the trial date at this time. We'll leave it where it is. So we will see you back here for the readiness
It's
hearing
a
again
matter of
next year.
homeland security.
Okay, and the subpoenas, you said you won't be able to honor these me
It's not a matter of
subpoenas.
honoring. I
Homeland
don't have the power. My power and Mr. Ainati's power ends at the borders of the state of Washington.
It's a matter of
Okay, would
homeland
that be
security. I'm
grounds for
fucking
having
done.
this case removed to the federal courts, being that I have witnesses that will be able to testify on my behalf that you guys don't have the power to subpoena?
So no, the fact that witnesses are out of state is not grounds to transfer a case to federal court. The parties,
God
it's
for
a matter
white
of
folks.
diversity of the parties. That's my understanding of federal law. This is something you should discuss with a lawyer, though. I am not I don't do federal practice, so I'm not, I haven't really thought about this since law school, to be honest, but
That's
you can
the
have this
fact.
conversation with Mr. Ainati.
This shit's so dumb. I ain't
would
never think about
Mr. Ionati to file a motion to suppress any witness statement or
I'll explain to
testimony.
you how to do that.
it.
Okay, but I'm putting it on record that I want the witness statements suppressed
Suppressed.
or any testimony that they're providing.
Why?
Because they have incentive
Because he wants to
via the
suppress it.
case
The
that
hell
I
you wrong
provided
with you?
you, possibly to provide false testimony.
So a case that no one knows what's in it, and that's going to bias your witnesses?
Based on
Yes,
the
ma'am.
fact that they could be under non-disclosure agreements,
Oh.
which is kind of like what's going on with that case.
Fucking great.
What the hell is
That case
that?
is a matter of secret state privilege. So of
Yeah.
What the
course
hell
you're
is
not going to
this?
be able to just look at it and see exactly
Oh
what's
my
going on
God.
with it.
Oh my
Other
God.
than taking my word and contacting the Chief
Oh,
Justice
look,
Roberts,
it's an NDA.
who will
It's an
send
NDA.
superseding orders, as I stated in the letter.
I suggest that you write to Chief Justice Roberts then for assistance. I don't know.
Once I go through the appellate process, I assure you I will, and I can assure you he's paying attention to what's going on.
Oh yeah, I can assure you
Well, we
too.
will see you back here then for readiness. Thank you, sir. Bail remains as previously set. Do we need a commitment order, Madam Clerk, or can the,
Yes, commit that nigga to insanity.
oh, you've got one in here, or
He
I put one
said,
in here, I guess.
and
Okay.
you want
They don't mean
you
to
a
add any
mayor.
difficulty, but the city wants to be sure that it is prepared and clear on its obligations. So the court is leaving the jury trials previously set. So we do have readiness on, was that June 12th we had set up
Yeah,
for?
it does come 2 days before. We'll likely have the evaluation.
Great. So the city will go through its normal witness list and subpoena process, just so the defendant's aware. He had mentioned or named Lance
The Chief
Little,
Justice.
Director of Operations at CTEC International Report, as potential defense witness at the last hearing. we're not gonna
And
subpoena
I
that
also,
individual. Again, if he's a defense witness, that would be the obligation of the defendant, just to be clear on that.
I would
Um,
also like to subpoena the Kitsap airporter,
What the hell is an airporter?
CEO that, uh,
I'm
of
dead
the
ass. Is there such thing as an
airport,
airporter?
the airport.
No, sir.
Kitsap Airporter Charter Bus is the name of the company. Kitsap Airport. I would like to
Name of life.
subpoena that
Man,
guy
you
as
used to,
well.
used to work
and
on
to be
planes,
clear,
man.
that's defendant's
No, that's
responsibility,
the name of the
and
business,
you would need
sir.
to provide that
The name of the business is called
information to the city
Airporter.
as well.
It's the Kitsap Air
Mr. Ionetti, are you taking notes?
Transportation.
I
Sir.
will come to you. You
Oh, air
represent yourself,
supporter.
Mr.
Yeah,
Evans, so I'll
it's
come
the
to you and
bus. It's
explain
the
how you
bus
can
line
get
to
that
the
done.
My
airport.
hands are tied
Parking.
inside the jail.
I know I'm
I
gonna
don't
get,
even, I don't even have enough paper
so
to
Mr.
do
Evans, I'm
what
gonna come
you
talk to you and give you the paperwork so that it can get done. And then once it's prepared, I can file it for you.
And so just to be clear, even though we are leaving the jury trial on because the court entered the order for the competency evaluation, per court rule
It's
is
been
speedy
there for so
trial
long, court to close.
is told. Thank you. And the city was ordered to provide discovery to the defendant. What, Mr. Ionati, do you know the best way to get to that to him in score?
Is there,
Give it to Clarence Thomas.
I think if there is, if,
That's a fact.
He said it's
I mean,
Clarence Thomas.
is there
y'all.
other stuff other than paper copies? Is there anything else other than documents?
It's a
I
potential
don't-
I can make a
911
copy of
recording.
everything.
There's a potential 911 recording. There's custodial statements I read that's involved as well. I don't have I don't have any of that. And I would like a full discovery, everything that the city or state's gonna use in the
How
trial.
much is the
And you have a
fine?
right to that, sir.
Shit, I don't
bet
know.
you the-
Right now, it better be a whole bunch.
I
Got
I
haven't
bet you
gotten
the
it
fine
yet.
is probably like $100.
Mr.
I bet
Miller?
you.
I can print everything off that's printable. As far as if there's anything electronic is the only issue. I don't know what, I can go there and play it for him.
And also, what case is it that we're taking a trial on the 24th? Because I didn't get that information. That information wasn't specified either as well. So
I
what
know,
case?
and I said this, sir, at the time, we'll set all of them for the same day. And then based on witness availability and based on what makes sense, we'll just figure out which one goes first that day.
Thank you for clearing that up, Your Honor.
And I said, I'm just repeating
It's
myself, sir.
$1,000.
It never was made clear to me when it was officially done. So I thank you for clearing that up for me, as well as officially explaining to me what a affirmative defense was that Mr. Ionati couldn't legibly or competently explain to me,
Oh, hell no.
which is why I wanted him fired.
Mr. Ionati, I may need to email you then on when I review the cases further, if there's
I
electronic
wanted him fired.
discovery that needs to be
What up, big
sent
mouth?
to the defendant.
And it depends if it's inside or outside a building.
All right, thank you,
The-
sir. We'll see you back
The
here on the
time and
12th.
fines.
Thank you.
At this point, Dale, who the hell knows?
And who the hell cares? And this nigga on crutches. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Hold on 1 second.
It is a state of Homeland Security. I'll be damned. I'd have heard it all.
And I heard, but I can't tell you who told me that Chief Justice Roberts has a G5 waiting on the tarmac,
That's a fact.
Right for him.
running, so he can get to this case when it's laid out, sir.
That's a
They
fact,
violated
man.
his rights by arresting him after he told them that he has sovereign immunity. Who could have saw that coming? That case was dismissed without prejudice in June 2018. The next case was against Vanguard Financial Institution, and this is the first instance where I found the references to that 24-021 case. Now, he lost that one too, filed to have the case sealed, lost that, and finally lost his appeal in April 2020. And let's just say, April of 2020 was a bad month for him, as he also lost one of his two cases against Jefferson County. And in that case, he filed a motion to seal the case and was denied again. His second case against Jefferson County is still pending. And the fifth case I could find was also thrown out. This time, it was thrown out because he failed to show that the federal courts did in fact have jurisdiction over his case. So I guess we can safely say that this born loser is going to lose today's case too. All right, guys, we've reached the end of the video. A very special thank you goes out to Old Squishy Gardner for finding this video and posting it on his channel. As always, head over to his channel and give him a subscribe. So if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike. But don't forget to leave a comment below.
So he lost all his cases.
No, sir. No, sir. What you fail to realize, it was a matter of Homeland Security. See, that's where you don't get it.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
actually
no,
wins, but that part of the judgment is sealed, sir.
no,
Well, it's not sealed because he lost that case too.
no, because you don't listen.
But Tom, this one is super secret sealed.
Fuck wrong with this dude? He don't listen,
You're
man.
not gonna find the super secret sealed case, sir.
Oh, okay.
Especially since Clarence Thomas only one can open it up.
Well, I just want to make sure that there it's a true situation where we're not just getting the case dismissed and then having us to refile it again and again.
How do you pronounce that? Morquejo?
I honestly have no idea.
I'm sorry, there is an error in here. It gives her sole physical custody, but they have 50-50 parenting time. So is he not exercising 50% of overnight parenting time?
No.
Child support is calculated with Mr. Flores Johnson having 0 overnights. Do you not have overnights with this child?
No, I have never even. I've seen him probably twice, met him once.
Okay, how are you today?
Sleepy.
You're ordered to pay $992 a month in child support. Yes. Okay.
I didn't know in the past I was able to pay online, but moving forward, thank you, because I do make most of my money out of tips.
This is the date and time for entry of a judgment of support and paternity. Miss Soto, have you received a copy in the mail of the proposed judgment? Me now?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. So Miss Soto, did you receive a copy of the proposed judgment of paternity and support?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and Mr. Soto, did you receive a copy of the proposed judgment of paternity and support?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and ma'am, have you had an opportunity to read it? Do you understand all the terms listed in it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so there are 2 minor children. Are you and Mr. Soto currently married?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you're living together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so, okay, and Mr. Soto, all right, so Mr. Buckman, they're currently married, so you're not getting divorced or anything, are you?
No, ma'am. We reconciled our marriage.
You reconciled, okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Mr. Buckman, I'm assuming that we're getting some aid from the state in this case?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. And then in this matter, what's happened, the history of the case is we had our case filed and then Mr. Soto filed for divorce. We dismissed the case and then it was then we had to refile the case because of that. And then he filed for divorce again. And then we were about to dismiss it again and then they reconciled. So the problem is it appears from the pleadings that there is some sort of playing of the system before these cases get filed, and we just want to make sure that they're that it's a true situation where we're not just getting the case dismissed and then having us to refile it again and again.
Okay, so Ms. Soto, you and your husband have reconciled.
Oh, hold on, let me pause for a brief second. I don't know what movies OG watched last night. I don't know what it was. Someone tell me what the movies were, because I felt
Tusk, sir. Tusk.
Tusk.
Yes.
Was it one movie or 2?
It's one movie, sir.
Was it good, Mayo?
Oh yeah, outstanding.
Okay. Kingdom Mind said he need to be banned from picking movies. Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
Well, if y'all have a movie that y'all want to watch today, I'm open for any suggestion. Please feel free, because we're gonna go to watching movies around 9 o'clock. So we got one more hour of this, and then we're gonna go right into movie night. So pick a movie so I can download it now. I don't care who picks it. Someone pick a goddamn movie. or you're gonna leave it to me and we'll watch American Gangster. So a
Teeth,
blackity black movie. What'd you say?
I say we watch a movie called Teeth, sir.
Teeth?
Yes.
Isn't that the one where the shit bit the dude's dick
Yep,
off?
yep. Tom, don't give away the movie.
Okay, let me look it up. I'm at home now, so I'm glad to be here. I am not lying to you. I do not like being away from my home. All right, let me get that going right now. I think that was a good movie, Mayo. I think I watched it once before in my past life. Let's get going with this.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Bruggeman, how would you like to proceed?
At this point, if they're reconciled, and are they currently living together?
They just said they were. Yep.
Okay, then at this point we have to dismiss the case again. And
Again.
Very good. All right, so we will dismiss this again. So I'm very glad to hear that you two are working hard to reconcile and to save your marriage, because I think that is one of the most difficult and most important things you can do for the benefit of your children, barring like situations where there's domestic violence or abuse. But I wish you both the best of luck, and thank you. We'll dismiss the case. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you're
Let me
off.
guess, they came right
Samantha
back.
April Brooks versus Filiberto Zamudio Mark.
Yes.
How do you pronounce that? Marquejo?
I honestly have no idea. I think it's like
Marquecho.
Oh, okay.
Marquejo. All right, I'm sorry, Mr. Rains. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I pronounce Marquejo, right?
Marquecho.
Marquejo.
We don't care.
All right. I have a difficult name, so I always try to pronounce everybody's name right. You know. All right, and I have Lowry Rains appearing on.
I am being summoned by the white lady because there's a bat in the house. So I'm like, wait, well, go get the bat out the house. Jesus Christ.
Behalf of Mr. Zamudio Marquejo, and I also have Mark A. Bruggeman here from the Lenawee County Prosecutor's Office. This is the date and time scheduled for a motion for entry of order. Ms. Brooks has appeared via Zoom, and Mr. Rain's client is present with him in his office. So I'm going to start first with Ms. Brooks. Did you receive a copy of the proposed judgment of paternity and support?
Yes.
All right, and have you had an opportunity to read through it?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about the information in that judgment? No. Do you object either to the child support, custody, or parenting time?
No.
All right, Mr. Rains, on behalf of your client, obviously you reviewed it with your client, explained it to him. Are there any terms that he objects to?
Yes, Your Honor, we're agreeable to the joint legal custody, but we're objecting on the award of physical custody, also objecting as it relates to the parenting time and child support, and we would request respectfully referral to the front of the court on those issues.
All right, so Mr. Bruggeman, I have marked those boxes that the defendant has disputed those, and I will sign it. Is there anything else, Mr. Bruggeman?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Brooks and Mr. Zamudio Marquejo, you're going to receive a notice to appear from the front of the court's office. Your attorney, Mr. may or may not receive one, so make sure when you get it, you make sure you get a copy to Mr. Rains. Sometimes they go to both and sometimes they don't. Make sure that you both appear for that Zoom hearing, because it's usually via Zoom. And going forward, make sure you keep your address updated with friend court along with your employment. So if you don't get a notice of hearing in the mail in the next couple of weeks, reach out to friend of the court and double check that date. All right.
And Ms. Brooks, if you want to retain, this has become now a civil matter. And if you need to retain an attorney, if you want one, you need to retain an attorney to go to that hearing.
Okay.
And Ms. Brooks, if you'd like to reach out to me, I'm interested in trying to see if a resolution could be reached. You can call me at my office if you're interested.
Okay.
Oh, she
Thank
cried.
you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
you
you, and
crying
Mr.
for?
Raines, you're also on Lindemann White, so I'll take that one next. On behalf of Laura Lee Ella Lindemann, who is present in his office, Mr. White is appearing via Zoom, as is Mr. Brugman. So, Mr. Raines, you and your client were able to review a proposed judgment of paternity and support. Is that correct?
We have, Your Honor, yes, and we have no objection to its entry as drafted.
Okay, so Mr. White, you also received a copy of the proposed judgment of paternity and support. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so do you understand that this proposed judgment grants Laura Lee Ella Lindemann sole physical custody of the minor child, and then it grants you both joint legal custody, and it sets child support at $165 a month and 50-50 parenting time. Is that correct?
Yes.
Dang. Fuck, you live in West
Joint legal
Virginia?
custody. Okay. Do you have any objections to the entry of this proposed judgment?
No.
Okay, very good. All right, so I'm going to mark the box that at the time of entry of this judgment, neither party has disputed the custody order in the complaint. Going for, well, first of all, I'd like to commend you because you have worked out an agreement and look like you're going to have the ability to co-parent your child. And it's a hard thing to do, but I wish you the best of luck. Going forward, you need to make sure that every time you move, you come to the front of the court or mail in a change of address. So our address is always updated for you. And then anytime you change employment, you need to provide that information to the court as well. I've signed the proposed judgment and child support order. Mr. Brugman, is there anything else?
Your Honor, you indicated 50-50 parenting time. Was that, did they edit the order, or was that usually our standard order says parenting time is all times agreeable?
No, that's what you put in there, joint physical, joint legal. Oh, no, you know what? I'm sorry, there is an error in here. It gives her sole physical custody, but they have 50-50 parenting time. So wouldn't that be joint physical, Mr. Raines?
Your Honor, the judgment, I believe my reading of it is the same as Mr. Brugman. It is sole physical custody, joint legal custody. I believe, Your Honor, is maybe interpreting a shared physical from the child support recommendation, which reflects, I believe, 182 overnights for each parent. And my client has no objection with that calculation, but again, she's satisfied with the child support and the terms of the proposed judgment of paternity as drafted.
Okay, so Mr. White, I'm sorry, I misspoke. So Mr. White, are you currently, you guys are not a couple, correct?
Yes. That is correct.
You are a couple?
No, we're not.
Oh, okay. So Mr. White, I feel like it's always important that people understand this at this point, because if you don't object to it, it's a really hard thing to overcome in the future. So you and Ms. Lindemann have agreed to basically a 50-50 parenting time schedule. Do you understand that?
Yes.
But this order grants her sole physical custody and then joint legal custody. Sole physical custody carries a lot of things, like she would be able to claim the child for taxes every year. She would have sole physical custody, which means that down the road, if something happens, you would have a higher burden to change. So you do not object to her having sole physical custody, even though you have equal parenting time?
No, that's fine.
Okay, all right, so I will sign those. Thank you for catching that, Mr. Brugman, and I wish you both the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Time scheduled for a motion for entry of a judgment of paternity and support. Miss Miller, did you receive a copy of that in the mail?
All right, I'm back.
Did you review that with?
At the back.
Did you review that and you understand all the terms?
Yeah.
All right, do you understand this grants you sole physical custody of the minor child And the parties will have joint legal custody until further order of the court, and parenting time is at all times agreeable. Child support is set at $106 a month. And parenting time is 182. Hold on, I'm gonna take a recess. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna snort some coke.
I know, I'll be right back.
She gotta go snort some coke. Yeah, she gotta go snort some coke.
I ain't never seen no judges say, fuck it, I gotta go. Hold on. She must have had to pee. She must have had to pee. You know, once you start getting old, that bladder there start to descending bladder. You know.
Bitch gotta take that coke.
Yours coke. I think she had to pee now.
Once you gotta take that hit, ain't no stopping it.
So I'm back.
Yeah, she had to pee.
So Mr. Brugman,
Bitch ain't wash her hands.
I'm having a couple issues with this one and the last one. So Miss Miller, this is set up that you and Mr. Martinez have each 182 overnights, 0.5 overnights. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Miss Miller, yes. So you and Mr. Martinez share parenting time 50-50. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a presumption, and we always have, so that if you have shared parenting time, you have joint physical custody as well, and joint legal custody. So this order grants you sole physical custody. And let me talk about that. Sole physical custody benefits you in small ways, not not great big ways, but it allows you to claim for taxes, possibly head of household. It allows you to make decisions in certain respects that Mr. Martinez would not be able to be involved in. But Mr. Martinez is exercising 50-50 parenting time. Our presumption is always that that is joint physical custody. So ma'am, do you have any questions about that, or do you agree to joint physical and joint legal?
I mean, I feel like everything is all times agreeable, but I do have them most of the time.
So is he not exercising 50% of overnight parenting time?
No.
Oh my God, why did you
So,
bitch start
Mr.
this shit?
Martinez, you're awarded in here, child support is calculated at 182.5 overnights. Do you think, so Miss Miller is stating that you don't actually exercise that, is that correct?
That's false.
Correct.
Okay, so what do you think you're actually exercising?
197.
I have them I pick them up every day from daycare and school. I have them until she gets out of work, and then she comes and gets them.
How many overnights are you exercising? Because that's what we actually count.
Not a lot.
Okay, so Mr. Bregman, I'm gonna refer this down to front of the court.
Holy shit, I'd have liked
because
to
I don't.
off.
Why? Why?
The history of
Oh my fucking God, what the fuck? Nigga, get
Why
him.
was she, dude? Like, hold on, the judge did all that. I don't understand why she minded those people business like that. That was crazy what she just did.
Ain't no way in hell I'm listening. I'd be like, man, I do 197 nights.
Well,
Not
they got an agreement that both parties are happy with. Just fucking let it be.
well, you know the
That
court,
was crazy.
you know the court gotta let this shit ride.
That was ridiculous.
They can't let
That-
that shit ride.
Yo, my goodness, sir. That-
of it is that this is a situation where
He
we get the
probably works
referral,
second
and then at
shift or
times
something. That's why he
they
can be
would
with them during
say
the
that
day
they are
and in the
together, and then
afternoon.
other times
Yeah.
Or third shift.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And the mom, bitch. Like, what was that about? Like, okay, lady, I'm fine. Judge, I'm fine. It's okay. Bitch, that was crazy what the judge just did.
You know these females has to have the upper hand some way.
But the judge, she was like, she the one that don't like it. I got a problem with it. Why? What the fuck you got a problem with it?
The only person bitching about it's the judge.
Of course.
That was crazy.
Crazy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
they would say that they are not together. So
That's fine, Mr. Brugman. We need, yeah, that's fine. So I'm just gonna mark that, that plaintiff disputes the parenting time because she's
She
saying he
don't
doesn't
dispute
actually
it.
have them 182.5
You
nights.
disputed it,
So
bitch.
that'll impact child support and whatever else. So I've signed that. So both of you are going to receive in the mail a notice of hearing to appear for a referee hearing
Yo.
with instructions on how to do that. That is via Zoom. And make sure you both appear for that, bring any documentation they request. They'll do a hearing, and based on the testimony at that hearing, they will issue a new order. Make sure going forward that you keep your address updated with friend of the court so that mail is received by you. And then make sure that anytime you gain new employment, you
That
provide
was
that information
crazy.
as well. All right?
Guess what? I would,
Okay, I wish you
bitch.
the best of
You better
luck.
find a new
Mr.
ride for them
Brugman no longer
kids.
is involved in this case. So if you wish to have counsel present at that hearing, you would need to retain them. Thank you both.
Here's the problem, right? They only see overnights as it, right? So no matter how much he picks his kids up from school so she can go work or whatever the fuck else, hey, if that's the case, then you know what? Just give me my motherfucking custody what is it, standard custody agreement where you gonna have to find some babysitter characters. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
You
it.
know what? Especially since you pulled this dumb shit, bitch. You had no business agreeing with that judge. Like that was crazy. I mean, she got greedy real quick. Oh, I can get more money.
You seen her shaking her head. I have him most of the time. I would have been. That's why I said, nigga, I have him 197 days. What the fuck are we talking about? 82.5? Nah, bitch. They over my house, not 197. Fuck all that shit. That's stupid.
Yeah,
That is absolutely stupid. But that's what happens when you go to court with no lawyer.
Yeah. Well, and she said, I'd like to congratulate you on working this out for yourself. But since I don't like that, I'm gonna send you back to fucking court.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're not gonna be done with this until you both hate each other.
Look at this fat. Never mind.
I mean, it's just dude got an anchor baby. Let's be honest. That's what this is all about.
Anchor baby, you ain't.
Oh, that was crazy, man. The case was done. Man. Wow.
It ain't done to the.
Have a good day.
You too.
I'm gonna have a good day, bitch. You fucked me.
That was.
At the podium. This is in the matter of Alexis Anne Marie Malone versus Joshua Lewis Johnson. This is the date and time scheduled for a motion for entry of order. Ms. Malone is appearing via Zoom and Mr. Flores Johnson is appearing in person. And Mark A. Brugman, P66065, appearing as the prosecutor in this matter. So we have a proposed order that grants Alexis Malone sole physical custody and then the parties joint legal custody with parenting time at all times agreeable. And child support is calculated with Mr. Flores Johnson having 0 overnights. Do you not have overnights with this child?
No, I have never even, I've seen him probably twice, met him once.
Okay, so child support is calculated at $281 a month
Oh, that
for
ain't
one
bad.
child. So
Hey, that shit.
Miss Miss
Yo, that ain't shit. I pay that shit. That ain't shit.
Yeah, but she gonna fuck him. She gonna fuck him. We need to raise that up.
Let's see. Well, they know they're gonna get a medical and fucking dental out of motherfucker. Probably could be 1 year old. He getting dental shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. He getting fucking $200. Yeah, $200 in dental at zero. What? Let's just say 2 months old, mother. That's how it gonna be.
Malone, have you had an opportunity to read through this proposed judgment?
Yes.
Do you disagree with any of the terms of this proposed judgment?
No, not necessarily. The only thing
Oh,
I would
told
say,
you.
like, with agreeable visitation is I would like supervised visitation if possible.
Why did he beat the kid? Did he punch him in the face?
So, all right. So what I'm going to do is say that you've disputed the custody and parenting time provision And then that'll get referred to a friend of the court. I can't order that today, but a friend of the court referee could if they determine that it's necessary, okay? But that would be up to the referee. So, sir, she's objecting to those terms. Are you objecting as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna mark that you both disputed those terms. So going forward, you will receive a notice of hearing from friend of the court for a referee hearing. I think most of them are via Zoom and they have those instructions. If you're not able to appear via Zoom, just let the friend of the court know.
It probably is.
They'll send out a request, they'll give you directions on what paperwork you need to bring and so forth. Make sure you bring those documents with you. And make sure going forward, you keep your employment updated with the friend of the court as well as your address, and that must be done in writing to friend of the court. All right, so ma'am, do you have any questions?
No.
Sir? All right, very good. Keep an eye out for that friend of the court notice of hearing. If you don't get it in the next couple of weeks, make sure you call and check that date. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Lewis. How are you today?
Sleepy.
Well, I'm
Oh, nigga.
sorry.
I'm
All
surprised
right,
you ain't
so
watched the one time when the
this
dude.
is in the matter of.
Is that?
I'm surprised. Did you watch the one where the guy was driving on a suspended license already?
Yeah, we did that on stream.
No, I missed that.
Yeah, that shit was stupid.
Catherine Brink versus Michael Gerard Lewis II, file number 2009-34541 DP. So Mr. Lewis, so we are here on a show cause for failure to pay child support. As of today's date, you have an
A
arrearage
nigga tired. That's why.
$247.98, which is
tired.
at the level that the Attorney General's office could charge you.
Really? $247 of arrearage?
Well, added on fees, it's over 10 stacks, sir.
Yeah, probably. Let's
You
see what
heard
she said.
With a felony, which could result in a maximum penalty of up to 4 years in prison and probation as well. Your monthly charge is actually pretty low. It's only $151 a month. And the last payment we received was April 16th of 24. And we've only received 2 payments since September of 23. Your arrearages
We only
continue to
received 2
increase. And like I
payments.
said, you're getting up to the felony level.
Yeah, we don't want to hear this bitch no more.
All right,
He
this
said
is
we
in the
only
matter
got our money.
of Andrea Hawken versus Eric Lise, file number 2014-40451 DS. So we are here today on a child support show cause. States here you're ordered to pay $992 a month in child support.
Amen.
And as of today's date, you have an arrearage of $7,967.
Oh,
Do you
we
understand
talking
that?
about felony charges for this.
You gotta speak up loud so we can hear you. Yes. Okay, so ma'am, the last payment we received was $1,100 on April 12th of 24. You work at Adrian Bay?
Yes,
What is that?
it's a nursing home.
A nursing home. All right, what do you make? How much?
She
do you
probably the
make an hour
director
there?
or something.
To be honest, I'm not sure. It's
You don't know how much you make?
an hour.
Oh, you know what?
Okay, and how many kids?
Listen, she's in the medical field, okay?
Well, she's probably salary. That's why she doesn't know her hourly wage.
Even I know I'm salary, but I know my hourly wage.
Yeah, but she a woman.
Oh, okay. All right.
Do you have with
I never worked
Mr.
hourly
Zay?
before.
Okay, okay, and you're still working at Adrian Bay?
Yes.
Okay, and are they taking the money out of your check?
No.
Okay, so are you making the payments online?
No.
I've been trying to come in and pay the payments in cash.
When's
What?
I showed the last payment.
She a
was
stripper.
last month.
Put her in jail.
Yes, and I planned on making a payment today. I had to wait for a check to come in on Friday.
Put her-
And since I knew I was coming in today, I just planned on.
Oh, she's a
Do you have
stripper.
cash with you?
Her
I have
only
to run to the
man
bank
paying
first
out.
and then, yes.
Okay, and what payment are you gonna make today?
I was
$20.
hoping at least $350.
Okay,
What
so
you mean you
ma'am,
was
a
hoping?
couple things.
She's only paying
So-
$350. She's $7,000 in the hole.
Yeah.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
And no mention of a felony, Tom.
Not one mention of that shit.
No.
He was $247 in the rear, and she said you're getting a felony status. Bitch,
I thought they said he was 20,000.
no, $247.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Your monthly payment is $992 a month. If you switch,
Damn.
has it always been that high? Yeah. Okay. So if you switch employment or do something where you can't afford, where your income doesn't support the 992, you have to have an income review.
And I planned on doing that for a while. I was trying to make it work and I was working like 150, 160 hours.
Well, they do them via Zoom. And sometimes they do them, you just mail your paperwork in. So what I'm gonna ask you to do, the bank opens at 9. What bank do you gotta go to?
TLC.
Okay, so Mr. Zay is here as well. So ma'am, you need to understand, you have no prior contempts, but failure to pay child support could result in a first offense up to 45 days in jail.
Yes.
The second offense, 90 days in jail. You're almost at the felony level. You understand that? So once it hits 10,000, the Attorney General's office can charge you with a felony, which means you could be facing up.
And the absolute fuck did she talk to that man for $247? If the felony range is 10,
I think the 247 was the monthly amount because she talked that they hadn't received a payment since like September 22.
but he's only paying $100 a month.
No, I think he was paying the 2 something.
No, I'm telling
Oh
you.
no, you're right. You're right. It was like $150 a month.
Yeah. She on bullshit with that dude. She was only.
I think she misread the number.
No, she probably did. Fuck, I don't care. She ain't shit. Fuck this. I don't like this
Up
judge.
to 4 years in prison, probation, fines and costs on a felony.
Child support high as fuck.
Okay,
Okay,
so it's very important that you make these payments. So I'm gonna ask you to do 2
Give me
things.
that money.
One,
You know what? Eric Zay needs that money.
Give me that money.
Yeah, exactly.
$900 a month.
Hell yeah, she ain't paid it. Bitch, go to jail. Why is she in jail?
I'm gonna
Why
ask you
ain't
to go
they
to the bank
taking
at
it out of
9
her
o'clock
check?
and get the money out to make payment and come here and make
Try
the
to pay in
payment
cash.
and bring me a receipt. Okay, and then when you go down in front of the court and make that payment, you should probably request an income review.
Yes.
Okay, and I want you to do those 2 things today.
Okay. I recently had
Why
a
are you
change in
acting
income.
as a lawyer? You give
I
her
recently had a
legal
change in
advice,
income, but I wanted my checks to reflect that before I did the income review. So I just waited until I had a check.
Okay. So Mr. Anderson, she can request an income review through the front of the court's office, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I need you to do those things and then come back up with your receipt, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'd
Mr.
file a complaint
Zay,
with the state bar.
I don't know what your schedule is today, but I'm requiring her to come back with the receipts, so if you want to log in later, you can, or you can just, I don't know, it might take an hour or so.
Okay.
Or you can check with Mr. Anderson or Ms. Stevenson, your caseworker. You can check with her later today to see what happened if you wanted.
Shut up. I don't even like
You got the case worker.
fucking. You know what?
I'd file a complaint with the state bar because that bitch is giving legal advice.
That's what I saw. I saw legal advice given more than once.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna do.
It's okay, honey. You making less money. We can get this lowered for you, and here's how to do it.
That's what I saw. We're gonna go to Pearls, and I don't know about Chuck. We're going to East Side Bryant right now, son.
Well, then,
I've been a judge for 20 years.
your client is lying on my record.
Miss Lanice Bryant.
Let me tell you this, sir. Don't keep talking to me.
Uh-oh.
Nobody's
I'm from the
gonna
East
make
Side.
me believe
Not the West.
that the consumption of a beer impaired his ability to operate a motor vehicle. If he's not guilty, then I'm not taking a plea. We're not, no.
Uh-oh. She from the
Obviously, Miss Bryant forgets about 40 ounces.
All right, now I'm back to
Yes,
Hunt. Back on the record with case number 234463801.
Look at your girl.
All right, Mr. Moore, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gregory L. Moore, P3,
4437 on behalf of Mr. Hunt.
Mr. Hunt, can you please state your full name for the court?
Anthony Lamont Hunt.
All right. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. How are we proceeding? Mr. Moore, how are you proceeding today?
I contacted the prosecutor yesterday, and they said in my office operating while visibly impaired. If that's the case, we'll take that offer.
Okay, so
Is the lawyer
your
drunk?
client wishes to enter into a plea today?
Yes, I advise him of his rights. I advise him of
I think the lawyer drunk.
and he right to waive those rights and plead guilty to operating while visibly impaired.
Ms.
I give
Ritter, is
Elisa
that
that
the
work.
people's offer?
Eliza? Hey,
Yes,
Eliza.
that is correct. That's the people's offer at this time.
All right, Mr. Hunt, you would like to accept the people's offer, sir?
Yeah, bitch, Miss Ritter.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Hunt, I am going to share my screen momentarily, and on my screen, you are going to see an advice of rights form. My question to you is, have you had an opportunity to review for yourself or to go over with your lawyer your constitutional right? Sir, have you
Yes.
had, please have a seat, Mr. Hunt.
You know the nigga can't.
My question to you is, have you had an opportunity to review for yourself or to go over with your lawyer your constitutional rights?
Yes, I understand.
With that understanding, do you still want to give up your rights to trial and enter into a plea today?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, sir, raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Hey,
you may.
Didn't I tell you? Miss Lanice Bryan always say, so help you God. I told you every time.
That bitch wrong. I'ma sue her for that because I don't believe in God.
From the east side, baby. She ain't the only one neither.
I will say.
Hey, God's on the east side.
I will say. I will say. I think that lawyer is drunk. I think he's just as drunk as his client. That's why I think he's just as drunk as his client. He don't know where he at right there.
They went to high school together.
Yeah.
That's probably true. You both can't see. This nigga cross-eyed as fuck. He looking left and right at the same time.
Hey, put your hand down. Who's going to void dear Mr. Hunt with respect to the factual basis?
I can't judge if that's okay with the court and defense counsel.
Yes, sir, fine with me.
Fuck Miss Ritter. It's on site, bitch. When I come to Detroit.
Thank you. Mr. Hunt, on June 17, 2022, were you operating a motor vehicle on northbound M10 Service Drive and West Grand Boulevard?
No.
Yes, I was.
Is that the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Is that the county of Wayne?
Yes.
And while operating a motor vehicle on North M10 Service Drive, well, strike that. Prior to operating a motor vehicle, did you consume any alcohol?
Yes.
And did the consumption?
No, bitch. I was doing coke.
Before I was driving, I did consume a beer at the bar. Yes.
Okay, and did the consumption of that beer impair your ability to safely operate that motor vehicle?
Yes.
Mr. Moore, you cannot answer for your client.
That's a fact.
Now, first of all, nobody's going to make me believe that the consumption of a beer
east side
impaired his ability to operate a motor vehicle. So we're going to go back. We're going to dial it back. Otherwise, I'm not going to accept this plea. And we're going to either tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And if that is the truth, because it's possible that it's the truth, that he drank one beer. Okay, listen to it's possible that it's true that he drank a beer, but it's not possible that that beer impaired his ability to operate a motor vehicle.
Wait a minute, what? How you know?
Let's go back again. What did he have to drink before he operated the motor
How
vehicle?
you gonna say that?
Cause she the judge. She from the east side.
I had a beer. I was at the bar watching the game.
All
Just
right.
stop talking, sir.
I'm not going to accept I'm not going to accept the
Ma'am,
plea.
Your
Sir,
Honor.
I need you to let me do my job.
Okay.
I'm not going to accept the plea. I need discovery to be sent over to Mr. Moore. I need to see what his alleged blood alcohol was after he consumed the beer. And then we're going to look into it from that perspective, because I've never in the history of my life known a person to be impaired after consuming a beer. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Wait.
Let me tell you this, sir. Don't keep talking to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that discovery, and I reviewed with them that the results were 0.166.
Damn.
Well, then, if that's the
Oh
case,
damn,
then your
Ricky.
client
I
is
tried to help
lying
you.
on my
I tried to
record.
help you. I tried to help you.
So let's be clear.
Tried to help you, sir. I
Wait a
tried.
minute.
Okay.
If that was his blood alcohol level,
I tried to help you. I tried, Tom. I was going in round for him. God damn it.
Wasn't 0.1, it was 1.66.
Damn.
You were way.
God damn it. God damn
He
it.
had a keg. He had a
That's
keg,
why
not a
this
beer.
is why you don't try to help these Negroes, sir.
I'm damn. I tried, man. I tried. God damn.
Yeah, one. No, not 0.66. 1.66.
Yeah, he drank the whole keg, Tom.
That motherfucker was piss poor drunk right there, boy. God damn. Only time I've been that drunk when I was blacked out. I was blackout drunk. For real. I drunk a liter of tequila by myself. Yeah. She and me, not tequila, vodka. Ain't no way. That motherfucker.
God damn it. God damn it. Never again. That's the last time.
You a lie.
Last time.
You a
No,
lie.
I'm done.
then your client, under oath, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. If that is his blood alcohol level,
she and me,
then your client is not telling the truth on my record.
Your Honor. I'm going to say this. Okay.
I don't understand why there's conversation with me and your client while I'm trying to take a plea. That's what I don't understand. Now, the question was asked, what did he have to drink? Your client said he had one beer. So either there's something, the math isn't mathing. Something is not right. And I'm not going to just take a plea for the sake of taking a plea. Either he's guilty or he's not guilty. But if he's not guilty, then I'm not taking a plea. We're not, no.
Well, that's what I talked to you.
So do we want to go back to what did we have to drink? I mean, I don't know.
Yes. Tell me that.
He said yes. You got to tell him what you had to drink.
Hey,
I told you he
I think the attorney drunk too. You gotta tell him. No, you done went over them. You look bad. Tell him.
I told you he drunk.
They might be cousins or some shit. Watch how you look at it. Watch how you look at it. Hold on one second. One more time. Look at this nigga. Watch this shit.
Well, that's what I talked to you.
So do we want to go back to what did we have to drink? I mean, I don't know.
Yes. Tell me that.
He said yes. You got to tell him
He
what
said
you
yes.
had to drink.
Okay. I had more than one beer, Your Honor.
No
shit.
Out of here.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Hunt, and did the consumption of those alcoholic beverages impair your ability to safely operate a motor vehicle on that day?
Yes.
And Judge, for purposes of legal people stipulate to the blood alcohol content of 0.16, and with that, the people are satisfied.
I'm also satisfied, Your Honor.
Let me tell you all something.
Uh-oh, tell us. Tell us from the east side.
If I'm not serious about anything, I'm serious about two things.
Just two.
One of them, they don't let me discuss in my judicial role.
Okay.
That's my number one thing that I care about. The thing that they tell me that I have to separate. The second thing is I take this job, this courtroom.
Yes, ma'am.
And this process seriously.
Absolutely.
Now, what I could do is have Mr. Hunt charged with perjury, but I won't because maybe he was a little confused. But what we know is that he lied today on my record.
Absolutely.
Under oath. What we know is, looking at Mr. Hunt, a child could drink a beer and not have a 0.16 blood alcohol.
Now it's 0.16, but at first it was 1.6.
Hey, Tom.
We're not even talking about a 0.06.
Yes, sir.
I think we need to sit and watch all this woman's court cases and take the time where she's not specifically talking about the case and where she's just talking down to people. Because I don't think the state should have to pay for that.
Well, they already paid for it.
I don't think the taxpayers should have to pay for all it. Dude, she could have got through 3 more fucking cases already.
You said her efficiency is down.
This man. She's gonna degrade this man for misspeaking.
Well, it's all for the camera. I mean, that's the gift of the curse of these courts and the camera, these cameras in the courtroom, because now they got to show off. It's all about making themselves stars. And that's what I was talking about with the sheriffs the other day on my show. Like when you start introducing cameras in courtrooms, they want to become superstars, even if they not purposely doing it. You do it anyway.
Oh yeah, they start performing like
Yeah, it's all performing part. Yeah, this is crazy. Because you're right, this has nothing to do with the case. If she gonna hit him with perjury, do it. But why you gotta give him a long ass speech?
Because she's from the east
But then
side.
it'll be the first. But then they'll be the first one to talk about cops doing it to people. Like, dude, just get a man. It's like he's not a child. He know he a fucking liar. If you felt like he was lying, just say, "All right, I'm not accepting it." Why? Because you lied. And call it a day. All the rest of this shit is just unnecessary.
I have a question for you. Did you watch that video where I said that bitch shouldn't deserve to fucking work as a cop?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god,
I watched it today.
that shit was ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
But she don't talk to these chicks like that.
We're not
though.
talking about a 0.08, barely the legal limit. You
Not
sitting
like
up here
this.
telling me it's a 1 in front of his number, and he got on my record under oath and said all I had to drink was a beer. That's insulting to the court.
No, it's not.
Your credibility is shot.
He's a drunk, man.
And so is the lawyer.
And
That's
it's
a
clear
fact.
to me that at somewhere in your life, you living in a denial. You living in a denial somewhere. Now, I don't know if you drank a beer and the glass was as tall as you,
Oh, come on, lady.
but if you're gonna tell me you blew up, what was the blood alcohol?
0.16.
0.16.
You blew a 0.16 after you drank a beer.
Look at your girl.
You shouldn't drink nothing else in your entire life
Christina Reddick.
because clearly your body
Bitch,
processes
I'm about to
the
drink right
alcohol
now.
different than everybody else's body that's alive.
Understood, yeah. I didn't do a good enough job prep for him.
You don't have to prep somebody to tell the truth. You don't have
He
to
drunk.
prep somebody to tell the truth, the
Nigga
whole
is
truth, and
drunk.
nothing but the truth. You
I
don't
should
have
have
to
been,
prep them. You don't
I
have
should
to
have been
prep
more emphatic,
them.
man.
You should have, but he should not have lied.
I
Don't
feel
come
like
on
he's
here
been,
lying. Don't come on my court lying. Don't come on here lying.
Look at Samantha.
All right, court is
Samantha.
satisfied with the factual basis as well, and I will accept a guilty plea to one count. of
Oh my God, you
operating
did
while
all that to
physically
accept it?
impaired.
thank you.
You're welcome. The court is going to set the matter for
Someone need
sentencing.
to fix their smoke detector.
Mr. Flanagan, November 15th.
Oh, his last name Flanagan. You know he's drunk.
This
He got the Irish blood in
The
him.
court is going to set the matter for sentencing
That's my people.
Yeah.
November the 15th.
Yeah, Mayor. That's why he's drunk.
No, his name is Hunt. His last name is Hunt.
So who Flanagan?
The dude, like the court reporter or something.
At 9:00 a.m.
What up, locksmith?
Sentencing is going to be in person.
Mm.
Oh, so she
He's
want
gonna
to
send him to
downgrade this
jail in
man
person.
in
Understood.
person.
That's
Absolutely.
right. She wanna.
Put it on my docket, Mr. Flanagan, for 9:02.
I gotta go to a bar that day.
Prior to the sentencing, Mr. Hunt must submit to a pre-sentence investigation and a substance abuse evaluation through the probation department.
Stop biting your lip. That don't look good. That don't look good at all.
Probation is going to contact you by telephone. If they cannot reach you, they're going to leave you a message and mail you a letter directing you to contact them. You must submit to the pre-sentence investigation prior to your sentencing so that I can have a proper pre-sentence investigation on the day of your sentencing. Bond will continue with no drinking and no driving without a valid license.
Amen.
Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
All right, we're all set. Have a great day and stay safe.
Thank you again very kindly, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Oh my God, you right.
Let's see. You know what? This is gonna be our last one before we go in the movies. Let me give this one to you because I know LA wants it so bad. So bad. We gotta go back to Judge Bryant. Miss Eastside.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, look at her face. She already mad. Bitch already mad. Good. God damn.
That
All
bitch
right.
need a man.
Number 1157166101, the people versus Janine Thomas Orr, defendant is charged with operating while intoxicated, and today is the day set for review. Ms. Stevenson?
Rakidia Hall on behalf of Janine
Ms.
Thomas
Hall.
Orr. Ma'am, may you state your full name for the record?
Janine Denise Thomas Orr. So I just
strong name, right?
I just received an update a short little time ago, but the reason I say that it doesn't look like she should be on my docket, but let me just see. Okay, so see, this is why I don't like this whole thing right here up at the top. This is
Who the hell you talking to?
I guess I've never paid attention to that. Miss Thomas Orr used to be
Wait a minute. Does she have two last names or is Thomas her middle name?
I think it's a tranny, Tom.
It's Thomas Orr, so it's gotta be she has a hyphenated last name. So yes,
I think it could be a tranny, sir.
That could be true too. We don't know these days. I don't pass judgment anymore. I just sit there and look. You know, this is Pride Month, sir.
Pride in what? Where you stick your fun parts?
You didn't get the message I sent to you?
No, sir.
Oh, don't worry, I sent it to you.
All right.
In one of the specialty courts. So let me see. Oh wait, I think I remember. Why does that sound familiar to me? When was that? Okay, maybe. All right, and then so let me just see. Oh, this might have been the one that was returned to me.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Oh yeah. Okay, she should be here. She was returned to me from the specialty court. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna adjourn the case. We're gonna come in person. Yeah, we're gonna come in person. We're all gonna come in person. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Because Miss Thomas Orr doesn't want to do this. Child, she don't want to do this. Well, let me see. What was the last thing I did on here?
Your Honor, I'm not sure if you recall that Thomas Orr was sentenced to 45 days in Wayne County Jail, I believe by this court. And today was the date to get her resentenced and back on track for.
Did she do the 45 days?
I believe that she did about 10 days and then.
That doesn't comply with the court's order. That doesn't comply with the court's order. You know, I try to tell my people, when the jail try to set you free, tell them don't. If I said 45 days, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. If I said 45 days, I didn't mean 10. I meant 45.
45.
So unless the jail
I don't think you can request
why they let her out in 10 days.
I don't think. Can they request to stay? I don't understand if they can request to stay.
I don't think they can.
I don't think so either.
No.
So what
she's
saying is
talking about.
Bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit.
I mean, what you gonna do? Every time they let you out, you can be like, "No, I'm not leaving," and just continue to stay.
Yeah, no shit. Then you're gonna get beat up by the guards and kicked out of jail.
Damn. I didn't even go there, but that nigga Mayo did. That's crazy. Okay. That shit's stupid.
Instead of 45 days, she going back for 35 more days. She couldn't have possibly earned good time credit in 10 days.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that you actually allowed her to be released early.
Oh, I did.
I was like, what
the fuck to me? What'd I do? I brought her back in and said she could go.
That's my understanding.
Let me see. Mr. Flanagan, I don't have my because you see me fussing at the jail. She was getting ready to go back for 35 days. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I should.
You gonna give an apology to?
Hold on.
No, Tom. Do black women apologize when they wrong?
Absolutely, they do.
You should be fussing at us for arguing so strong for Miss Thomas Orr.
Hey,
did your girl?
No, I'm never gonna fuss at you all for doing that. So I said, okay, I was gonna set the 45 days. All right. And then I said no credit for prior time served. No, I said no early release, no work release. I said that. Okay, then you all not being honest. See how y'all, I mean, I shouldn't say that. You going by what you thought. But hold on. Okay, so on October. No, that doesn't make sense right there. October 3rd. Oh, yeah. October 3rd, she came before me. I gave her the 35 days. Then I said all of that stuff I said. And then she came back. Oh, October 13th. Oh, yeah, I probably did it.
Oh, bitch.
All right.
Are you going to apologize?
October 13th, she came back to me on review.
What are we doing?
And then let's see what I did.
Let's see what I said.
Okay, then I held it in abeyance. But can y'all go in there and correct that? I'm such a stickler for stuff, but Oh,
You ain't
No,
seen
right
you're
under
not.
October 13th, when it say, supposed to say held in abeyance, just correct that sentence. Take out that. And then, okay, so I held it in abeyance the 35 days.
County Bush.
I reinstated her probation.
Yeah.
No, you need to apologize.
And
you was wrong.
Absolutely wrong.
And then now she's here. So now let me address this. So now let me tell you why this is still not good.
Why it's not good?
So that was back in October. It's January. Mr. Sciotti said he ain't seen her.
Uh-oh.
So, Your Honor, she has been contacting the probation department, and they keep telling her that she's not sentenced yet. In the register of action that I have, it says that she's supposed to be resentenced. And she came in November when you were on leave, and Judge Baltimore just adjourned it to now so that you could handle this situation for her to be resentenced.
I don't even know what that. So let me tell y'all. First of all, I'm not. I indicated. I guess I'll have to get the thing or whatever.
You was already wrong one time today.
Yeah,
and
but she got triple down.
You called them liars and you about to shit on their name. You better leave Miss Rakidia Hall alone. She doing what she's supposed to do. Her and Janice Stevenson, because you know they all work for the MFD. Motherfucker don't. I work for the MFD, bitch.
Dude, I think she's suffering from old timers, sir.
Yeah, that happens.
I think it's time for Miss Bryant to retire.
Yeah, it's old timers, because motherfuckers get tired of people's bullshit. So they start forgetting shit.
Hold on.
What up, OG?
So I'm looking at
All right, what's
October
cracking with you,
13th,
bro?
Yeah, chilling.
and I said,
I said what I said.
I'm from the east side, bitch.
Oh, I was going to set the terms November 15th. So let's be clear. It was no resentencing.
Oh, motherfucker.
I don't even know what that means. I don't know why somebody's saying resentencing, but I reinstated her probation. That's the sentence. And then the terms were going to be set on November 15th. And then I wasn't here, and Judge Baltimore said he wasn't setting no terms. But instead of having her come back in December, he came back all the way in January. That doesn't make sense. Okay. So nonetheless,
that's not her fault.
Because
that's not her fault.
She's been doing nothing for 2 months.
So
It's not her fault.
Well, actually, she has been doing things. It's just that she hasn't had the terms yet to know what the court was expecting. She's working, and at Universal Coding, she sees a substance abuse counselor and doing drug and alcohol drives with a substance abuse counselor. Other than that, she's not aware of any terms set by the court, and she has been contacting the probation department, but they keep telling her that she hasn't been sentenced, and maybe it's because she
Don't use the word keep. Don't use the word keep. Don't use the word keep, because let me tell you, if they told her that one time, she ain't called back. They didn't keep telling her nothing. She didn't call back. She called them. If she called them one time, she called them, and then she didn't call them back. So they told her one time that there were no terms set, and then she said, "Okay."
Shit. What is she doing? She's inferring that she knows what the fuck happened, but she don't know what the fuck happened.
No, and she can't even read her own fucking notes.
That's a fact. She fucking up today, dog. She fucking up. She from the east side. Hey, OG.
Yeah, what's up with it?
Talk to your east side partner over here.
Shit, you know, that ain't my partner. She don't ride with me. I'm a South Dallas nigga, man. South side. She east side. We always arguing with each other, nigga. She don't fuck with this shit. I'm down south nigga. She East Coast lady. That's more LA and them other New York way. That's where she from, the east side.
She's actually Midwest, but she's from the east side of the Midwest.
That's exactly.
She's from South Canada.
Yeah, that's a fact. South Canada, to be exact.
You know, the problem with women like this and especially judges, you can't speculate. You can only go by what's being presented to you. How the fuck she know?
Because she's a judge, sir, and
Yeah, well,
speculation and all that is out the window. Yeah, they don't believe in that. I brought that up a long time ago. They do not believe in speculation, dog. It's whatever the judge say. That's what I've been taught.
But she is speculating. Said she called only one time. No wonder she called him. How you know this?
That's not no speculation in her head. She just sat there and told you that's what happened. That's what she just said.
That's what Berkedia is supposed to be
Even if she
talking
did
about.
just call one time, once again, just like with the jail, you can't demand the probation department service probation that they don't know you have.
I mean, and to be honest, what's somebody gonna do? Keep on calling the probation and say, "Have I been sentenced? Have I been sentenced? When can I go to jail?" Like the judge, it's your fault. You fucked it up, bitch. You did it. You try to put it on this dumbass girl, but it was your fault. You did it.
But you know what? To cover my own ass, I would continue to fucking call. I would call every fucking week to cover my own ass and document it.
Well, think about it, Locksmith. The woman did, from the lawyer is saying, she did exactly what you just said, bro. But this so crazy motherfucker at the top is gonna tell her differently because she know where this woman been, what she do, and how she do it. I'm just telling you, bro. You can't go against these judges, dog.
And Berkedia is supposed to be like, listen, man. She did what she thought was right. She got a job. She went to substance abuse counseling. She went to this counseling. She
So
did
let me
what
ask
she was
She gave a
So-
piss test, everything.
So if I ask you if you called the place and you tell me, yeah, you called the place, then you come back and tell me that you called the place multiple times, does it matter if they keep on giving you the same answer?
No.
Exactly. What the hell is this judge talking about? She need to lay off the drugs.
Appeal.
She on that shit, OG?
Oh, she gotta be. Bro, look at her face. She losing it, dog. I don't know what to tell
The
her.
shit she's on is power, sir.
Sir, she ain't got the triple stack of goddamn pearls. That's what she got, a double stack right now.
Nah, what she gonna do is get that surgery that I've been seeing everybody getting when they cut your face off and lift that some bitch up to make it tighten. That's what she needs. She needs to tighten the face. That power, Mayo. See what that power would make your face sad. Yeah,
Uncle Tom, she did have 3. She lost the other one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
you
she
should
did
know
have
better.
3 last week though on the cool.
Yeah, she got 2 right now. That means she losing her cool for everybody. She missing a pair.
So let's set the terms and conditions of probation.
Let's do the job you should have done in November, but she was out.
That's a fact.
But you want to take leave, bitch.
What's surprising to me, huh, Miss Thomas? They heard about the same, and that's what's throwing me off. Bitch, you usually be on top of your hair. Your hair looking like Miss Thomas down at the bottom. What we doing? That's why she mad because she couldn't get to the hair appointment.
She did a retwist.
And Your Honor, just for clarification, on the register of actions for the last date that I can see is September 25th, where she was scheduled for sentencing for October 3rd. But at the bottom of that date, it says that the defendant was terminated from drug treatment court per Judge Holmes, sent back to original judge to be resentenced. That's where the term for the resentencing comes
And
from.
I already resentenced her. What I'm saying is, and then I resentenced her. So you got to go past that date. I resentenced her to 45 days in the Wayne County Jail. 10 days she served, 35 days held in abeyance, and then
what?
Why is this not coming out? So I resentenced her. And then I said the other terms would be set at that review date. So she's already she was sentenced.
Okay, yeah, she was sentenced, but you did an incomplete sentence because you didn't give her no terms for probation, you dumb bitch.
Tom, also, hasn't she given everybody else have to go through sentencing report?
Absolutely.
So where's the sentencing report on this one?
That's what I'm saying. Just why she keeps saying, what is it? Why is she not doing that? Bitch, you didn't sentence her to shit.
Yeah, she's lying.
Nobody's out there not sentenced. And then I don't know why Judge Holmes' clerk would put in resentence. I don't know why they would do that. but I can't go by that what they put in the register of action. I can't go by that.
Register of action is
I keep telling everybody, including probation, the register of action doesn't. What's that? That's nothing.
Record?
That's some information that the clerks put in. They can put in whatever they want to put in. So if the clerk had put in 1,000 days in the Wayne County jail, everybody would say, "Oh, the judge sentenced her to 1,000 days in the Wayne County jail." Of course.
Oh my God, this bitch is acting right now,
dude. That's legal. That's the legal record. What she's talking about, the register of actions.
Absolutely, it
is. She don't want to death.
Yeah, she about to go on Christina Ritter's side right now. I'm telling you, she on site, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Dub Will? Go ahead, LA.
I mean, she doing all this because she made a mistake. She didn't make a mistake. She literally lied about what she did, and now she just try to cover it up and make it seem like everybody else's fault. I mean, this is typical JFC material. You fucked up, bitch. You first of all, you said you the one. They shouldn't have let her out of prison, and she should have told the prison to keep her in jail. Like, which was the dumbest thing ever.
That was the first lie she said.
Yeah, I tell them to tell the prison to keep me in jail. Yeah, this chick, man.
Her speculator needs to be recalculated because it's off of 9.6.
Oh, damn, dude.
Yeah,
she tripping.
Of course not. That would have been a mistake on the clerk's part. So I don't go by what the clerk puts in the register of action, because the register of action is just a guide. It's just something that if anybody want to know what I did or said, that comes through the court reporter. That comes through the official record of the court reporter. But nonetheless,
what was
with respect to the additional conditions of probation, where she was only on for 6 months, that's why I don't understand why the date would have been given so far down the line if it was waiting for me, wanting to wait for me to impose the additional conditions.
You didn't give her no conditions.
And obviously, it didn't make the official record because probation was never told about it.
This is crazy. This is bullshit.
There was no sentencing sheet sent to probation.
Yeah, and everything's recorded, so it can be pulled. And she had to be reported to the fucking bar exam.
The bar, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why would we then let 3 months of the 6 month probation go away? That doesn't make sense. But ma'am, stop shaking your head and stuff, because you wouldn't even be here if you had complied with Judge Holmes. So don't act like nobody inconveniencing you, because we're not.
You are.
You have inconvenienced us.
No, that's not how it works.
You have drugged your feet as slow as somebody can drag their feet.
That's not how it works, Judge. I'm sorry. That's you get paid.
She does not set the fucking schedule of the court. That's you, Judge, and the clerks.
You were absolutely inconvenienced her, because if you would have did what she was, what you said you was going to do months ago, right? She could have probably
done probation by now.
Absolutely. Because this would have been her review time, and now she can't review shit because you didn't give her no motherfucking what is it called? Pre-sentencing fucking recommendation
report,
nothing. None of this shit.
She didn't get nothing, bro. So I don't see why she's sitting up there crying about some shit she didn't receive. If she didn't receive,
she did receive it. She didn't send it out to probation for any probation recommendation for her to do. So if she's not probation, so when she calls probation says we ain't got nothing for you. Because you know what? You ain't either been sentenced or we ain't got nothing for no recommendations for you to do. Like you need to go take a piss every twice, 3 times a month or whatever. We need you to report to us twice a week. Whatever it is, she has none of that recommendation for her to do. So for her to sit there and act like she's fucking like the chick is wrong, she's not. She's doing what she's supposed to do and beyond.
Well, in OG.
Yeah, you. Yeah, but yeah, that's just crazy. And this is the worst one I've seen so far from her.
You have moved at slower than a snail's pace.
The fuck out of here.
So all of that co-signing with me about what I'm saying, you can stop.
Oh, you mad?
Because this is your fault.
You mad
that we're here?
No.
It's your fault that you got to the place where I was gone for 30 days. That's your fault.
You was elected.
It's nobody else's fault. It's yours.
You know what? She right. We elected this bitch. Y'all need to unelect her.
So you appear to be so quick to blame somebody else and co-sign it with somebody else. And oh yeah, the judge shouldn't have did that. No, you shouldn't have done it. You should have done what you were supposed to do.
You are admonishing someone that did everything that she was supposed to do.
So as I was saying, I had only extended the probation.
Oh my God, you were wrong.
What else?
You fucked up.
At the time, that was in October.
Mm-hmm.
So we're already 3 months in. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna extend it at this time past that 6-month date, because here's the thing. There's zero. Can I do a zero? Because I want y'all to zero. There's no
she retarded
space. And Miss Thomas Orr is really distracting me every time she put her ear up to this thing.
Well, she can't hear.
So, I mean, one thing about it, we know that when we come to court, we have to be able to hear. Why wouldn't you get some headphones if you can't hear? It's not the first time we're doing this. Okay, so I'm not going to move it past the 6 months, because let me tell you this. She has this 3 months and the rubber has met the road, right? I'm not accepting any excuse. I don't care where she lives. I don't care if the bus don't come from Flint. I don't care if the bus, I just don't care about whatever excuse she's going to try to give me. Okay?
He hasn't had an excuse this whole time. The only person making
he ain't said a fucking word.
The only person that's making excuses is her. It's the motherfucking judge. You making all the excuses right now. This is bad. It's a bad look for you, Judge. I usually rock with you for the most part. OG the one be hating on you.
I mean, that's what she do though.
Yeah. And we just said she don't admonish females. Look at her. She ain't even said shit.
No, only reason why, because she wrong this time. That's why she doing it, because she got caught in her bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's either her or her.
And honestly, maybe this is why Christina Ritter does the job she does, the way she does.
No, Christina Ritter is a piece of shit. Don't you
No,
ever
sir.
apologize for Christina's dumbass shit. Christina's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
On site,
yeah, you can't take up for Christina, dog.
Christina, dude.
That bitch is worthless, bro.
No. Apparently not. When Christina around, the judge ain't got to go through the Mick looking dumb like this. Apparently she do something.
Yeah, she don't do shit because Christina don't even show up half the time.
Apparently she be doing extra curriculum in the back for the judge to keep us from looking stupid.
No, sir, this is not her first time fucking up. She fucked up when Christina was up there. I called it out before. She on that bullshit.
Yeah, but did she go this far with trying to make somebody look like they the ones that's crazy?
Nigga, yeah.
No, not this far. Not this far.
Shit. Hell no, we ain't gonna let Pearls make it like that. No, bro. She been on that bullshit. And Christina ain't no good, bro. Only person I can give credence to is, what's that one woman name that be up there with them? Stevenson. Yeah, with the big ass forehead. She about the only one that work.
Because she's from the MFD.
You know what? Just for that, LA, we might have to go back and watch some of the other ones of this old chick. We have to watch Brian, because you're gonna have to see more. I don't think you didn't. You got to take it all in, sir.
I found a great channel to find her shit too at OG. I found a great channel too.
Yeah, we're going to recap her ass, because she.
And if she fails to comply with the terms and conditions, in this 3 months,
she didn't get no terms and conditions the first 3 months. God almighty.
She still can't report to probation at this point.
Nope. So can't.
She's going to serve the 35 plus whatever else will add up to the 93. And then we're going to just close it out, because this is ridiculous. And people are trying to help you, but you don't want to be helped.
Oh, Oh my!
And so when a person don't want to be helped, then they're just not going to be helped.
No, dude, I'm
And
filing
they
a
just going to
lawsuit.
go on, serve this little time, and keep on going through life, addicted. It's only so much we could do on a misdemeanor docket. So I'm not going to extend a lot of time and energy into something that Judge Holmes
Wait a minute.
spent months.
Wait a minute.
Now-
You gonna make her serve 35 days after you just said she only had to spend 10, and she did that and reported to fucking probation and did more than what she was supposed to do? Oh no,
That-
we gonna
and she's going to drug counseling. She's
Yes.
doing her piss tests.
Yep.
She ain't fucking using right now.
She has a
And-
job.
And the bitch got a job she gonna lose if she goes to jail for 35 fucking days.
This is
And
she
I'm
needs to be
sorry,
reported.
you can't demand that the jail keeps you in fucking jail.
When she let her out,
That's called a hotel.
She let her out. She let her out after 10. That's crazy. Now you're gonna say, "Oh, just because I fucked up, I'm gonna send you back in for another 35." Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy. And her lawyer should be speaking the fuck up right now, but they on that hush mouth shit.
So is she giving her 35 because I heard earlier that it was 10. So is she giving her 35 because she believes she didn't do what she told her to do?
No. She had 45
She originally
days.
gave her 45.
Okay.
She served 10, and then Miss Eastside Bryant let out 10.
Well, she shouldn't have. Yeah, but then she shouldn't have to serve the 35. Then if she got let out, the only thing you got to do, the only thing she should be doing is adding on, making sure she put in her motherfucking reports and make sure she get in contact with the PO so she can tell them what the fuck to do. That's the problem.
Absolutely, that's the only problem. That is the only problem.
So the 35 days is suspended, which means it's backup. So if she fucks up, she gonna serve that.
But she
no, she just said she gonna make her serve 35.
Yeah, she want to serve it now.
No. Locksmith, right, bro? It's there for backup, bro. But the thing is, what we saying is, like you just said, Locksmith, the woman didn't fuck up. She did everything she was supposed to do, so she should still be out. I can understand that she didn't do shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like Mayo just said, she taking piss tests, she going to work. Nigga, what the fuck? That's what you want them to do. Like, why would you penalize her for doing what you want her to do because you didn't finish off what the fuck you were supposed to do?
Because she's not gonna admit that. But it's already documented in court. Everything's on the fucking record. So her lawyer can't pull those other previous cases and this one and bring it up to the fucking bar. That's what a smart fucking lawyer would do when they got to put a bitch like this in check.
Yeah, but the problem is she's gonna be in jail while all that's happening.
Yeah. And maybe she could sue. Maybe.
No,
what do y'all think?
Not gonna happen.
I mean, that ain't violating somebody. That ain't violating somebody's rights, sir.
Good luck.
Yeah, right. I know.
That's fucked up.
It is, but guess what? The damage is done already.
True that.
She already lost her job.
Fuck.
She ain't gonna get like hundreds of thousands of dollars restitution.
No. But shit, summer work, Mayo. Goddamn, at least get a hotel room for a couple of months. I mean, break off something, bro. You fucked up. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. That's why I'm at. I mean, you don't have to. I ain't trying to say giving them millions and millions for 35 days, but damn.
They ought to just tell her to fucking just finish out her fucking probation.
Yeah,
that's it.
Let's see what this bitch do. Hopefully she does the right thing because she knows she fucked up. But I ain't holding out hope for it.
She ain't gonna do it.
No.
I was trying to get Miss Thomas Orr to comply with. Now all of a sudden you coming in here making it seem like she just knocking it out the ballpark. Well, she didn't even knock it to in front of the plate in drug treatment court.
No one cares.
Knock it in front of the plate.
She kept on missing the ball completely.
Well, she doing the right thing now.
So let's see what she's gonna do in 3 months. But yeah, I don't have any really confidence that it's gonna be done. So we're gonna continue it. The final review.
Well, she need a man.
It's gonna be
Go ahead, LA.
April. So we're gonna do
them
April.
pearls ain't big enough. Ooh, that side profile is not it.
Bro, but that house is though.
April.
That house and that wallet and that purse is, boy, you bullshit.
No, sir. You gotta look at that old ugly bitch every day.
April the 19th.
She got enough money to fix that face.
At 10:02.
No, she don't. No, she
LA,
don't.
you got enough
April the
Jameson
19th
to
at
make her
10:02.
right.
That's in person.
No, sir.
It's in person. It's in person.
She mad because she ain't getting no retweet.
If that means that you got to leave your house at 7 o'clock in the morning, at 6 o'clock in the morning to get down to Detroit by 10:02, then let's leave our house at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we can get to Detroit by 10:02.
10:02, bitches. I can't believe this shit, dog.
Mr. Flanagan, did she pay any money when she was in
Now
front
she
of
about to
Judge
make her cut a
Holmes?
check.
Let me see.
All Judge Holmes did was fucking continue it to when you were back.
Back up here. So it looks like she still owes $1,220.
This is crazy.
At least that's what the register reflects. So we're going to reinstate the $1,220. And
she mad because she fucked up, dog, and she making herself look stupid. Worse.
Previously, she was ordered. I'm gonna go back up here and see her previous order from Judge Archer in 2018 before I sentenced her to drug treatment court. She was going to
that was 2000.
She was on a 12-month probation.
Get the fuck out of here.
Was going to attend the victims impact panel. So of course we're simply reinstating the previous probation terms. She was going to attend the victims impact panel. I don't know what that means, 1 time per week. The victims impact panel doesn't work like that. She's going to attend a 12-step program.
She's already
once a week. She's going to complete the alcohol highway safety education level 1. And of course, she shall not use or possess any illegal substance, no marijuana without a valid medical marijuana card, no opiates without a valid prescription,
That's a fact.
outpatient treatment. She will continue in her outpatient urinalysis twice a month. She shall not, of course, consume any alcohol in any form, pay any outstanding tickets, clear up any warrants. At the time,
Oh my God,
there was
man,
this
dog, this is
dangerous driver
crazy.
simulator, but I don't believe they have that anymore. She's of course going to view the consequences video. And I suppose they have assigned Officer Schiatti to the case. So that's her probation officer. Hear me when I say.
Oh my God, yo, Jeff, you always gotta say, "Hear me, bitch."
Unless
God
we
damn.
run into an apocalypse, she need to do this stuff. Hear me when I say she doesn't have any room for any excuses.
Hear me when I say it.
Hear me when I say I'm not scheduling any review before this April 19th date. She's better get in touch with Mr. Schiatti and get to moving on this stuff.
Hear me when I say.
And then, of course, the 35 days is still held in abeyance. And then 93 minus 45. If she fails to do the probation, she's going to do the 45. Or I should say she's going to do the 35 plus 48.
Damn.
So she's going to do the 83. She's going to do 83 days if she fails to complete this.
Yo, this
Hear
bitch
me
really
when I
hard.
say April
Oh my
19th
God.
is in person.
Hear me when I say it, bitch. You ain't know.
Anything further, Ms. Hall?
Yes, Your Honor. I do understand that she owes $1,220 since she did serve the 10 days in the Wayne County Jail.
Oh
Is it
no,
possible?
10 days was penalty. 10 days was strictly penalty.
What?
It's not credit for nothing. That 10 days was penalty. She got kicked out of drug court in stage 1 after 14 months. She got kicked out of drug court, still in stage 1. There are 5 stages.
Well,
She
bitch,
was
I
in
skipped
stage
it.
1 after 14 months.
I'm ahead of the class.
The 10 days was strictly a penalty. So the answer is no. Now she can get some community service, but she's not getting credit for nothing. That's penalty.
Right. Miss Thomas, or would you be able to pay the $1,220, or would you prefer to have some of that amount converted to community service?
Fuck you mean convert it all, nigga?
Well, from my understanding, I had a different price. They dropped it when I was in sobriety court to about 800 or something.
Ma'am,
So
it's not
does it
dropped.
change?
You did nothing. You did. Oh my goodness. You did
No,
nothing.
I'm
You
asking, did it change? That's
okay.
I would rather just pay the money.
Okay, Your Honor.
She's gonna pay the money. She's gonna pay the money because that question right there just it sent my little rocket to the moon. So let me come back from the moon. Of course, nothing that Judge Holmes said. Of course, I care about nothing that happened in drug treatment court where she failed. And this right here, me looking in her ear, down her eardrum, is completely inappropriate for court. So we're going to end the hearing because she clearly can't hear us. And then you all can talk with her because I'm not going to keep looking down her eardrum.
Yes, Your Honor.
If she wants to do community service, you could bring that to Mr. Schiotti's attention.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we're all set. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Oh man.
She need to call a marijuana doctor ASAP before all that shit go through and get her card so she can smoke weed.
Yeah, that
She
was
need to
bullshit.
retire. She need to
That was-
retire.
That was
God, man.
bullshit.
No, that bitch needs to be held accountable.
That's all y'all motherfucking homie, man. That was ridiculous. That was embarrassment. No, because y'all always riding out for her. Well, not you, OG.
Yeah, I was about to
But-
say because I've been waiting on it, because I know I be
Not
on her
you, OG.
ass, boy.
Like that was
Riding out
ridiculous.
for her.
But that's the man, yo. When you put that camera in front of people, yo, that's what happened. Like Mayo said it earlier. They need to do an audit of how long they just talk to people without having anything to do with the case. Because all that girl and my rocket going to the moon, bitch, you can't. How you gonna say your docket is so full, but you spending 4 hours just talking down to people? Like you could have got 3 more people in there.
Shit. Yeah, absolutely. Kingdom Minded with the $2 super chat says, "Can we watch Highwaymen or Outlaw Josie Wells?"
We already saw Outlaw Josie Well a few weeks ago.
Did we?
Yeah, Mama picked it.
What was it about?
Clint Eastwood.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see it.
Remember when he shot the rope on the fucking where he cut the rope on the ferry and the guys floated down the river?
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all. I can't
He
find.
was probably playing Call of Duty.
I was probably asleep. To be honest with you, if it was on LA's night, I was.
No, it was on your night.
It was on your night.
Yeah, you
Oh,
want
was
to pick the movie? Yes.
Yeah.
It's a Clint Eastwood movie.
I don't ever pick a Clint Eastwood movie. What are y'all talking
Mama picked it. Mama picked it.
Oh, you know
This
what?
nigga crazy. I don't never pick no Clint Eastwood.
I don't like that racist white man.
Man, Mama picked it, sir. Mama.
Okay, well, Highwaymen I cannot find. I tried to find it. I could not find it. What is that about? Do y'all know what that one's about?
No, apparently a man on the highway.
Man on the highway. Let's see. Let me look at this.
Highwaymen notoriously are robbers.
Hey, so let me ask you guys. So, how do you think Miss Thomas handled the situation? I thought she was pretty damn cool.
There's nothing she could do.
She already knew from the get go. She was already getting railroaded.
Yeah, it was nothing she could do. Honestly, if she would have said something, it would have been worse for her. So she would just have to sit there and deal with it. But that once again, that was just ridiculous. There's something about them cameras, man. They need to. Well, I know they'll never do it, but they need to think about taking them cameras out their courtroom.
I don't.
Well, at least don't make it public.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that she's like one of the only judges I see that sit there and admonishes people the whole time. For
You
20
think so?
years. Yes, she's the only one that sits there and admonishes people.
Oh no, that chick in Texas does too, sir.
Oh yeah, you're right. But she doesn't do it badly though. She doesn't do it like she does it. I'm from the east side, and from the east side, she don't do all that shit.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you somebody who they don't show up on this some bitch, Miss Boyd.
Yeah, that's her. That's what we're talking about, Miss Boyd.
Yeah, nigga, they don't really show nigga. She fur when it comes to that bullshit, especially that shit like that. If she would have did that shit, she would have corrected it, bro. But the only thing she don't like is when you lie to her blatantly in her face. Then she get mad as fuck, nigga, and your ass is gone. But besides that, nigga, she always trying to, especially if you want the help, she gonna give you the help. Now you better do the help, because if you don't do it, she locking your ass up.
Miss Boyd is. I will say that Miss Boyd is fair. She's just boring.
Yeah, that's it. But her be on point though. She got that natural.
All right. Well, let me switch over this movie Teeth. I know we got that one coming. I'm gonna try to find that one. Kingdom Minded Highwayman. If I can find it, we can play it. But until then, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I don't know how old the movie is, so I couldn't tell you. Woody Harrelson, Kevin Costner. Oh, okay, so that must have been in the 90s then. All right. So while this moves over, guys, we are going to be switching over to Rumble and Rumble only. Thank you guys for being here on Facebook. I had 2 people on Facebook the entire time, which is weird. And then we have people on X. We're going to switch over to Rumble. Thank you guys on YouTube, but we are going over to Rumble. Let me drop the Rumble link. And we're going to stay on X as well. So, well, nope.
A vertical stream too?
No, I didn't do a vertical stream today. I didn't have time, man. My leg, when I say my leg is really, it's worse than it was before. It is wholeheartedly worse than it was before. I fucking fell off that paddleboard when I looked back to see what the heck the white woman was screaming about, because she was going towards to the mucky waters of the pool, of the pond. And yeah.
So Kai injured you?
Absolutely. I'm blaming her ass for it. Because I look back and try to save her as my manly duty. I look back. I saw she was in distress. I'm not lying. You know, she just don't want to take blame for it, but she don't want to take blame for it. And then
First off, I wasn't screaming.
I didn't say
you liar. Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yes, you did. Run the tape back. Run the tape back. Run the tape back.
Howling.
I wasn't howling. What am I, a fucking wolf? No, I didn't do any of that. I said,
Sound like
because I was going in the grass and there's alligators in the grass and bugs. And I didn't want to do that.
So what I said was not a lie.
None of that happened. You were 20 feet away from me.
I know. I was standing
and
up.
No one told your ass to turn around. I didn't call your name. Nothing.
Listen, you were in distress.
I was not in distress. I was right next to the boat ramp.
He was being nosy.
Literally in ankle deep water. If I wanted to get out, I could have.
He was just being nosy. He was being nosy.
He was definitely being nosy, hoping that he'd see me with an alligator or some shit.
Y'all motherfuckers were right next to gators?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck. No, that was Tom screaming. My white woman.
No, I wasn't.
No, I wasn't. His ass said, "Whoa!"
No, my leg. I don't know what the fuck happened to
His
my
leg just said, "I don't want to."
It is fucked up. Thank y'all for being over here on YouTube, but we up out of here. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Shit. Yeah, tomorrow. Hey.
Do you want to see the bat video?
Oh, you made a bat video too?
Yeah, I was taking a video.